Hello, welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT, and you can refer to me as Miss T. We got bad weather over these parts. I didn't come on yesterday. We had a tornado watch. My computer kept going off and on, and TV's cutting off around here and stuff, so I didn't do the show. It may happen tonight, so let me be the first to apologize in case that happened. You guys going to hear this thunder. It's loud as hell out here. We're still under tornado watch. It's just bad weather right now. This is just a hard season to deal with. Plus, I've been feeling a little bad. Don't cry for me. I'm just saying, this is the worst season for me. Y'all know I suffer from autoimmune disorders and allergies real bad. So this is real bad. I was in the ER again today for the same thing. Throat closing up. So, but I'm here. I'm going to power through. They put a lot of medicine in me. I really don't feel strong, but I'm going to power through regardless. And so before we get into everything, I'm going to talk about voting too, because it's voting season, y'all. So let's turn to Welcome back to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Miss T. I want to remind y'all to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the lazy when you come into the hazy. Just come on. Hit that like button when you step into this square circle. I'll be dropping nuggets. The first thing I always do is advocate for water. Here at Boxing Fans Talk TV, we advocate for 100 ounces a day. It's going to do your body good. As I say, this is a terrible season for me. Spring, winter going into spring and then summer too. And it tapers off sometime in the middle of the summer. But every season it changed be bad for me, but this is the worst. I was in the ER again today. Again, I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not crying about it. My throat closed up. This time I had to get a ride because it was going fast. But they did their usual whatever. They sometimes they don't like to see me coming because I be directing them like, look, y'all already know what time it is. Just roll me back, start the IV, the thing to start the IV. But then I say something like, don't give me that water with the IV. I'm completely hydrated, so I don't need the water part because otherwise they have you hook up to all that other stuff. The blood pressure cuff, the oxygen thing on your finger, and You gotta take all that shit loose and be running back and forth to the bathroom. Cause the cocktail they give you, you essentially be high as a motherfucker. You can't drive, you can't do nothing. They make me wait it out until all that stuff dissipate enough for me to drive myself home. But I caught a ride today. My daughter took me to the ER, and it started last night, yesterday afternoon. When I was, with the weather being what it was, I didn't want to come on because my computer kept shutting off and everything. So I said, I ain't gonna do a show tonight. And it may do it tonight because it's still bad weather. We still under tornado watch, wind kicking up. You know, my power has cut off a couple of times today, cut right back on though. So, like I said, I ain't saying it. Don't feel sorry for me. This is my normal or whatever. And somehow I just know that eventually I got to move from this area because Georgia don't like me. Georgia does not like me. So eventually I got to move somewhere. I think I got to move somewhere like close to where there's the ocean because I can tell you my time in the Navy, it was never this bad. It's only when I move away from, even in the Navy, when I was somewhere stationed where I wasn't close to water, I have these problems. Something about salt water, y'all. It's a healing property or something. I don't know what that is, but if you suffer from like allergies real bad, you might want to live close to the water, to the ocean, salt water. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily fresh water, but salt water. It has healing properties, whether you know it or not. Even if you're like 50 or 60 miles out from it, the spray alone, you don't think you're getting that spray, but you are getting that spray. It helps you. It helps you with your skin. It helps you with everything. Matter of fact, if you have any kind of skin disorder, go get in the salt water. Go to the beach often. You'll clear that shit right up. And sunlight helps it too. But sunlight is one of them things that when you're in the sun, it hurts. It hurts your body, but it also helps your body. That UVA and UVB lights, it can take away any scar on your body. Believe it or not, they actually can simulate that in the hospital. They call it light box treatment. If you never heard of it, it's probably because it's very expensive to do. And so people with skin disorders and eczema and all that, or even just scars you want to get rid of, you can go to dermatology and have them put you under light box, and you stand in this box naked. You keep your underwear on, and they'll start you off at a low setting, like 10 seconds, 5 seconds, and they build up. I mean, you're never gonna be in there like 15 minutes or nothing, but I think the highest I ever went was like 3 minutes, and I'm telling you, it will erase any scar off your body. So if you never knew that, now you know. Um, but water is gonna help you in shit in cases like this. And so that's what I was doing today. I came home and went straight to sleep. It came on me. Like my throat was hurting yesterday when I took a nap. When I decided I wasn't gonna do the show, I took a nap. I woke up like I don't know 10 or so at night, and my throat was hurting. The inside of my mouth was hurting, and close to the throat. And I was like, what the hell? So I'm thinking, damn, because I was out and about, and the only thing I can attribute it to is I was out trying to get something, trying to handle some business, and I was around a lot of people. I was in places I never hardly go. I had my mask on, but sometimes you take your mask down. I don't shy away from shaking people's hands and all this stuff. I'm fully vaccinated and I got the booster, so I feel safe. But I was out and about doing more than what I normally do, but the pollen was out too. So maybe that got to me. I took a little nap, woke up, my throat was hurt. I could barely sleep. I didn't get no good sleep. This morning, it's probably around 6:45. I felt my throat swelling up and it hurt. It was a little pain with it. And it started coming like that. I could feel it getting bigger and bigger. And I was like, oh hell no. So I woke up my daughter and I said, you gotta take me to the hospital right now. And that's the first time I ever went where I was like, hoping I can make it. Got there in time. As soon as I get there, like I said, they know me. They roll me straight to the back and handle things. But eventually somebody gonna say, what can we do to stop it? For me, my answer is I have to move from Georgia. So I'm already knowing this. I want to wait till my child gets settled because it's not necessarily that she's gonna be coming with me when she step out and start, living on her own and doing all these things. I don't want to be that far from her when she run into a snag. I want to be there to, as a parent, guide and help her out or whatever. Because one thing that would get to me if I'm somewhere so far from her and she need me and she's not a hop, skip, and a jump, or I can't just get in the car and get to her for 10, 15 minutes. That's going to bother me. So I'm going to make sure she's settled on her own. And then I'm going to have to do what I got to do for me. I'm moving probably back to Virginia area or something. I don't know where exactly, but trust and believe me, it's going to be close to the ocean, sort of not on the ocean, but close enough where I can reach the benefits of the spray. You could be 50, 60, maybe even 100 miles out from the ocean. You're going to get that spray. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get that spray whether you feel it or not. And when it comes to allergies and stuff, that shit is good for you, believe it or not. So we advocate for 100 ounces of water. Y'all know where I'm at, 10 bottles or 8-ounce bottles of water. When I got in there today, they look at me as difficult because I don't got no time like the doctor, man. I'm like, look, this is what you're going to do. You're going to do this, you're going to do that. If they start doing any other, I'm like, you're wasting my time. Just hop to it. And that's the attitude I have because I've been through this. I'm living this. So they be like, this bitch difficult. Y'all know the most two important times to drink water is first thing in the morning. Y'all know I always say treat your body like an engine. You need that lube before you hit the floor, before you brush your teeth, before you do anything. Chug a lug, your 8 ounces. The second time is at night when you going to sleep, not looking at TV, not doing something else. When you going to sleep, drink your water because a lot of reads are going on. Replenish, charging, rebooting, cleaning out your toxins in your body. You burning 900 to 1,000 calories. Everybody's different. I always say this every day because I want it to sink in. I want y'all to acclimate yourself to doing this. It's going to help you in the long run. Water is a healing property. So is sunlight. So is salt. Remember that. Incorporate these things into your body. So, and because you need it. Now, PGH Big Dog is in the building. What's popping, King? Look, I'm getting my queens and kings mixed. I said this to Elisa the other day. I apologize, sir. What's popping, King? Welcome to the building. How you been, sir? How you been? I'm going to talk ATL, Unanimous Boxing Sports. He said, Queen, what's happening? Shouted. I hope I said that right. So look, I'm going to cook a little bit. I'm going to drop the link, but y'all got to know I'm going to cook a little bit because I got to say something, We in voting season, y'all. We in voting season. And come this November, we got to pick a Congress. That may be senators and congressmen. Remember, if you vote, if you put more emphasis on just the president, what they going to say, you got to give them an arsenal. You wouldn't put nobody in the jungle or the woods to go retrieve something or do something and not give them any weapons, would you? Well, you can't do that to the president. It's important that you give him backing to do what he got to do. Joe Biden's going to be with us for the next 2 years. I know a lot of people be on here or be on different podcasts, and I'm not singling no one person out that be hating on this man. And I'm going to say a couple of things. I don't want to ramble or whatever. But one, we have to get out this thing of judging people harshly for what they did in the past. You have to. People grow and they evolve. If you're a politician, just understand it doesn't matter what set you claim, Republican, Democrat, Independent. To be a politician, you know what comes with that job? Lying and being creative about lying. Sometimes you can lie by just omitting a lie. Sometimes you can be clever with your word. But it don't matter what cable news outlet you get on and you try to tell your story. If you're telling it, you're not going to give it justice because you got 5 or 10 minutes to say whatever you're going to say with a lot of interruptions. So pretty much you're pumping propaganda and spin. Be more about what you want to happen and something positive you want to see than about what you hate. And this notion about hating people for having certain jobs, when did it become a crime to be a district attorney or attorney general or a senator or a congressman? That's that person's dream. That's what they want to do. And I don't care who you are, what you do, whether it's music, arts, entertainment, technical jobs, teaching, whatever. Everybody wants power, money, power, respect. Everybody ascribes to that. And the only way these politicians can make it, bold and understanding is in the building, was popping king. He said, salute Queen T. The only way that these politicians can make it is to put themselves in a position to have those positions, and they can't get it without your vote. So if you have a politician A who has a group of people that's voting for him and a group of people that's not voting for him, who you think he's going to concentrate on? But if you wait 30, 40, 50 years later and judge that person because he didn't pay attention to your group back then, that's asinine. I got to say it. For me, I take voting seriously because somewhere in the 60s, before I was even born, before I was a twinkle in my dad's eye, there were men and women who decided to lay their life down on the line for me. Young people, 20 years old. I was not that kind of 20-year-old. Most of you are not that kind of 20-year-old. They laid their lives down on the line for me so that I can vote and have equal opportunity in this, that, and the other. I will never take their name in vain. So I will always vote. You do, and this notion of picking the lesser of the two evils, you do it anyway. Don't turn the logic off at voting. Be more about what you like and what you want to see than what you hate. And if somebody's, I will never tell you who to vote for. I tell you who I vote for and why. Who you vote for and why is your business. Just vote. Get out there and vote and be serious. Don't put Mickey Mouse down. Vote. But make sure that that candidate is going in the direction that you want to go in. Another problem America has is we have a lot of misdirected anger. We can see it in boxing. You're misdirecting your anger. Sometimes you want to point the finger at the boxer, but you're not pointing the finger at the promoter or the manager or the networks or the sanctioning bodies. Learn how to point your anger or to place the blame in the right place. Otherwise, the problem still exists. It just gets worse. It's under cloak and dagger. It's in stealth mode, and you won't see it coming, and you won't see the worst of it because you haven't effectively pointed out what the real issue is, what's the origins of the issues, where did it start, how do you fix it, and think about the contingency plan after you fix it. Don't be a person that jump out the frying pan into another frying pan. The idea is to jump out one frying pan and don't land in another one. And that's what I see with this voting. You guys gonna follow some people right into a rabbit hole or off a cliff. One of the biggest problems that we have in America today is medical issues. For years, we had Americans who did not have medical insurance. So basic preventative things couldn't get done. People are dying over things that have been cured a long time ago or could be fixed. Why? Because nobody cares. It's about the money grab. There's only one group, in my opinion, that's more about the money grab than the people. To me, that's the Republican Party. I have friends who are Republicans. I break bread with them. I spend nights over their house. I hang with them. They come to mine. I can't hate you because that's your choice. I can only tell you what my choice is. But if I'm going to follow you, you better have a contingency plan beyond I hate. That's all I'm saying. So I wanted to share something with you guys. I want to show you something. I'm not going to stay long on this, but I feel the need, it's on my heart. And I feel the need to get into it. Now, I told y'all, I have a political science degree too. And I used to eat, sleep, and drink politics. So I took a break because I needed a break after the Trump administration. That's just me. So let me get into what I'm just going to point this out to you. And you guys can do more, your due diligence to go more into it. How much does an ER visit cost without insurance? This is the state we were in before Obamacare. And they talking about 2021. In the United States, an emergency room visit costs at $2,200 on average, according to the largest insurance carrier in the U.S., United Healthcare. Sometimes a visit to the emergency room can exceed these prices, since the actual price you pay out of pocket will depend on how severe your condition is and what diagnostic tests and treatments you undergo. A few things to know about how emergency departments determine how much to charge you. Total charge: a triage fees plus facility fees plus professional fees plus supplies. When you get registered as a patient in the ER, you get charged a triage fee, typically ranging from $200 to $1,000. Next, when you are assigned to a room, you will incur a facility charge that averages $1,118, covering your time in the room and nurse's time. Contrary to common beliefs, the attending physician or professional fees are not included within the facility charge and often get billed separately, along with any medication or medical supplies during your visits. Little stuff like a Band-Aid can cost you like $20, just one Band-Aid, cotton balls and stuff like that. There are 5 acuities severity levels. Each has different charge depending on the scale from 1 to 5. If you are a level 3 or above, you may have to wait much longer compared to level 1. If you are level 3, which is most common, you get charged a lot more than someone who is a level 5. If you are eligible for charity care program, your bill may be reduced. Sometimes hospitals have a charity care programs, not all the times though, y'all, that are income based. You will get a reduced charge for your ER visit. After your visit, you can assess these programs by contacting hospital patient advocacy departments. The reason why people go to ER, I'm going to stop right there. The reason why people go to ER is because they don't have no preventative care. Obamacare kind of fixed that. But yet the Republicans wanted to tear that shit out the frame. Why? Because it'll work and people would be happy for it. It's a way to give you something to hate so you can vote for them, and they have nothing for you. They don't have no alternative. They voted against Obamacare 75 times plus. They have no alternative but to take you back to this level, and this level, going to the ER for acute problems that could have been prevented, is not sustaining. It's not sustaining. They had to change it. It is essential to determine if your condition is genuinely emergent or could be treated at urgent care. Mirror could help you access affordable urgent care, virtual care services, discounted prescriptions, and more, starting at just $25 per month. Sound like Obamacare to me. Average ER costs based on the types of treatments. The price of your ER visit will depend on what types of treatments and medications you receive. For patients without health insurance, an emergency room visit can cost less than $2,200. If your treatment is extensive, an ER visit can exceed this price. For instance, in some cases, especially where critical care is required and or procedure or surgery is performed, the cost could reach $20,000 or more. I decided to start this off because of what I'm going through. It just was on my mind, so I apologize. I'm going to get to the boxing, but I wanted y'all to see this stuff, okay? Because this is an American problem. This ain't just a T problem. This is all of our problem. Nobody wants our loved one to be caught up in this, because you're going to incur the cost. You're not going to sit back and watch your mama or your dad or your sister or brother go through something and you got the money, but maybe you've been saving it for whatever. Maybe you trying to buy you a house. Maybe you trying to get you a new car. Now you got to take that money that you've been saving and doing the due diligence on to help your brethren, help your fellow man, or help your family member. Look, bronchitis, which is common. Look, A14, sore throats, a sore motherfucking throat. These things will take you to the ER. Low back pain will send you to the ER. Attending to dressing and removal of sutures. How many people get cut? Stitches? Look at that. 500 x-rays. And one of the first things they're going to do when you come in, we got to get a chest x-ray. We got to get you a CAT scan. All that shit costs. You be like, no, you don't. They tried to do me last night. I'll be trying to help them. Don't do all that. Don't do all that. You wasting your time and money. Just give me the IV. Y'all know what works well. Then the lady said, well, what they going to do going forward? How we going to stop this? I'm going to have to move. I'm literally going to have to sell my house and move. I'm going to have to move somewhere where allergies are not that bad. Because for Georgia, if you're a person that suffers from allergies like I do, this is not the place for you. Chest pain. I go in there at my age, talking about chest, look at that, $1,000. Broken bone, shawty. You hope it ain't shattered. You hope it's replaceable or can be fixed. Then they showing you the average cost per wherever you are. Let me go see if I can find Georgia. Let me see, Georgia. Look at that. That's a lot of goddamn money that Miss T don't pay. I don't pay none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? People visit the emergency room for various reasons that can be classified according to different levels of care. Outlined below are some of the most common reasons for visiting the ER. According to research done by New York State, there are 25 conditions that are most common for ER visits. Notice that many visits are non-emergent primary care treatable. Now, that's where Obamacare comes in. You have your PCM that don't cost you much. Your copay be like $15, $20. You can go in and find out things ahead of time. You can get the best advice. When you know better, you do better. Or emergent but avoidable. In other research, the state found that more than half of the total 7 million ER visits in 2018 could have been treated elsewhere. I don't know if y'all can see that, but this is something easily you can just look online. Chest pain, abdominal pain, uncontrolled bleeding. A lot of women have this problem. Changes in vision. Yo, you going to run to the ER for that. Coughing and vomiting. If it's severe, you will. Suicide, homicidal. We always talk about mental health care. And so it's big business, right? And the only reason to take the insurance and medical from you is so to put you in a destitute state so you can, and they do it on purpose. They were all for it so many years ago. Obama agreed with them because he's a black man. They didn't want to agree with him. So they wind up trying to demolish it and destroy it, throw a monkey wrench in it. They've taken a lot of good stuff, good teeth out of this Affordable Care Act. Some 30 million people has gotten insurance that never had insurance before. And if you put certain people in power, like Republicans, in my opinion, you're gonna lose. A lot of y'all gonna lose y'all medical bill. I can't help you. All those people that tell you to make sure that they get in power by not voting or hating one group, they can't help you neither. But their people gonna be good. I'll use myself. I could sit here and tell you, if let's say I hated Democrats, let's say, and I don't vote for Democrats. Don't do it. And I do my best to get everybody on board and putting Republicans in. They take your medical insurance. It ain't hurting me. My kid's good. I'm good. It ain't never hurting me. I don't got no cap that I'm aware of. Y'all think about that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I be saying. Think about that shit. When you be sitting up there advocating, because what you're not going to want to see is your loved one suffering. And God forbid it's your kid. And you can't call it. You can't call what your kid going to have or face in the lifetime that they're growing up. You can't call it. D Young is in the building. Salute, Queen. Baby Juju is in the building. Salute, Queen T. Salute. And D Young says, salute, Bo. So I want y'all to think about that when y'all go to these ballot boxes. Most importantly for me, I am very grateful. I'm internally grateful for those that came before me to put their life on the line, 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds. And I know as a 20-year-old and a 25-year-old, I didn't have that kind of fortitude. I don't think I could have did it. So I want to send a shout out to all of them that's here with us and those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. I will never take your name in vain. And anybody who advocate for people to do that, I just don't understand you. That's all I can say. I don't agree with you, and I don't understand you. And y'all got to think about that. When you hear people advocating for this or that, think about their intent, where it come from. If Republicans do get their way, and it's just a fact right now, I don't hate all Republicans. I don't think all of them are bad. But if they get their way, this country gonna have a lot of destitute people. So all of y'all who are successful and got it going on, what you think? How you think you're gonna live? You think you're gonna roam the streets freely? You think you can rationalize when somebody is in a destitute state? You think they ain't gonna get at your neck when they see you doing good and they ain't ate in 2 weeks? Think about it. Think about it. That's all I'm saying. Just think about that. When y'all be sitting up here listening to folks telling you one thing. Now let me tell you, this affected me yesterday. This is probably why I got sick. It really affected me yesterday, so I'm going to speak on it. Okay. I was out trying to purchase something, and I was having a hard time. And I was warned by, I was talking to somebody else, and they were saying, hey, look, let me tell you how it is out there. There's a tariff war. And because of that tariff war, and people, everybody on both sides are trying to rectify it. But there's a tariff war. And because of this tariff war, America is catching it. Okay. This is why it's important that you don't put a dummy in power. Trump's tariffs raising costs for U.S. oil and gas industry. So while everybody want to tell you that Joe Biden is the reason for the gas, it's not true. You really cannot directly blame a president. Even when Trump was president, you never heard me say he's the reason for the gas price, because it doesn't work quite like that. You can indirectly do something that will cause that problem, but you can't. I don't think you can directly. If that makes sense to any of you. Trump started a tariff war. And I don't care what you guys say, and you don't have to understand it, but how government works, you can hate the president before you, but a lot of times it's some kind of protocol where the next president, they're not going to be in the business of trying to scrap everything the previous president has done. At that point, this government has failed. You can't be a president, because we can only be president 4 years. You be president 4 years, you start some stuff that you believe in and you think is right. The next president, because they hate you, because that's all they concentrate on, they come in and destroy everything you did. They put their emphasis and time and effort and dismantling everything you did, like Trump was doing with Obama. So where's the time and effort in doing the things you say you was about or want to do it right? You're spending more time hating on the previous president that's gone and can't come back, and destroying everything that they did. And that's what Trump's presidency was pretty much all about. History will tell us in years to come his relevance, but we can't see it right now. And that's always the case too. So, I ain't hating all the way on Trump. He was meant to be there. We just don't know exactly where. You can point to some things. He corrected the record with what's his name, Jack Johnson. See, I could find something nice to say about him. Trump is really a Democrat dressed up in sheep's clothing or whatever. He told you years ago, 20 years old, 20, 30 years ago, that if he ever ran for president, he will run for president as a Republican, because he can lie to those people and use them and fool them, and he'll win. But ain't no self-respecting Democrat gonna let you win just because you've been a Democrat all your life. That's just not how it works. And so let's read some of this stuff. Okay. We're now seeing the impacts of steel tariffs flow through. They're affecting, of course, tubulars and other steel products that we use. We can see steel easily compared to last year's world. Last year would be 20% to 25% over last year cost for the same products. Timothy Dove, CEO, Pioneer Natural Resources, leading producer in the Permian-based largest oil field and the second largest natural gas field in the U.S. We knew it would happen. You hear that? We knew it would happen. We were warned. You hear that? We were warned about it from the industry itself. The Trump administration trade war has been a major threat to oil prices. Let me say that again. The Trump administration trade war has been a major threat to oil prices. Just because he started it back then don't mean that we are not going to feel effects years after he gone, because that's how it works. If you think about Herbert Hoover and Calvin Coolidge, if you ask the average American who know a little bit about history and say, hey, who was responsible for the Great Depression? The first word out their mouth going to be Herbert Hoover. When really it was Calvin Coolidge. Both Herbert Hoover and Calvin Coolidge were regular businessmen like Trump claimed to be. And history has taught us businessmen do not do well when it comes to running a government. That's just a fact. Calvin Coolidge put us in the Great Depression. Herbert Hoover was just there left to hold the bag. Same thing with Trump. He started this administration, this tariff war in his administration, and Joe Biden is left to hold the bag. So the Trump administration trade war has been a major threat to oil prices, and this 25% tariff on imported steel in particular. Why does steel matter? Because that's what you use to pump the oil. Okay. In particular, has started to increase costs for the U.S. oil and gas producers. Unfortunately, it's been commonly reported that earnings seasons rising costs for imported specialty steel products eating into profits. The problem, of course, has been that many of these items are necessarily imported, as they are not even made here in the U.S. See, no independence. We talk about independence all the time. That's what Joe Biden wants us to do, get independence. It's going to hurt. You're going to go through something while you're trying to do it, but you got to do it. The majority of drill pipe is imported. To illustrate, ConocoPhillips reports that prices for steel used in pipes, valves, fittings, and other equipment have risen 26%. If they rise, then the oil is going to rise in the U.S. since the start of the year. The company spends $300 million a year on equipment affected by the tariffs, and the tariffs will add $40 million to the cost of the new pipelines it's building in the Permian Basin in West Texas. You hear that? One problem for using such protectionism is that it's not possible to quickly change. It is not possible to quickly change the sourcing of these products and still meet the industry's specification and standards. You hear that? So whatever he started back then, you can't change on a dime. Some in the U.S. oil and gas industry help protect against low prices by hedging future productions, but few have the ability to pass added costs on their customers. So extra costs that tariffs are adding not just eat potential profits, but they also dangerously increase energy costs by 65% of U.S. energy supply. U.S. energy supply comes from oil and gas, and higher prices for such irreplaceable fuels erode our discretionary spending, which accounts for 75% of the U.S. GDP. That means what America make the GDP. And in fact, pipelines are the last thing we want to increase the cost of, because they are the cheapest way to transport oil and its derived products. Still, our main source of energy. Where steel tariffs will hit hard, your gas tank. You see that? They just told you where the steel tariffs going to hit. Your gas tank. Who started the steel tariffs? Trump, not Biden. Labor Day gasoline prices this weekend are at 4-year high levels, even though domestic oil supply has never been higher. These increases, President Trump can quickly erase the benefits of our critical tax cut. So the tax cut he gave us don't mean shit, because look where he costing us. He was warned. It said it early. I remember they told even his own people said, you think you hurting them, but you're hurting us. But in his mind, I know I'm bad. I'm the motherfucker. Look, y'all, if y'all act like y'all don't remember that, I don't know what to tell you. Worse, the Trump administration tariffs are dangerously adding huge uncertainty at the very precarious time for the commodity itself. Volatility for oil prices are already exceptionally high. A move in crude oil to $50 could come as quickly as a surge above 100. The Trump administration tariffs on steel and other imported goods stand in the way of more job creation and economic growth. Leaders must know that we really do live in a global economy, as I always keep talking about. Globalization. That's how we are the superpower. That's how we make our money. Can't pull it out. You can't stop on a dime. That's just what it is. Tariffs are having a chilling effect on more U.S. businesses. This explains the Trump administration's wise decision to drop the empty, illogical energy dependence slogan and embrace the far better goal of energy dominance. The person who's going to lead or be the leader of the free world coming towards the future is going to be the person who topples the world in energy. And that's what we're trying to do. That's what Joe Biden is doing. That's why he shut down that Russian pipeline in Alaska. He shut down the Keystone pipeline. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt because Trump opened it up. It's going to hurt, but it got to be done. It got to be done. You say you want independence. I mean, why can't America have independence and be self-sustaining? Wouldn't that be a good thing? And the world is obviously very thankful. With the U.S. oil production at all-time records, our industry is the one stabilizing the global market, with our crude output up to nearly 20% since the start of the year. In recent years, the Permian alone has added more to global oil supply than any other nation. The tariffs themselves represents a trade war that threatens our reliability as a business partner. Even though we are producing more crude oil, 11 million B/D, and the natural gas, 83 BCF/D, than we ever have, tariffs hamper our burgeoning energy export industry and thereby hamper Americans. For example, U.S. crude oil sales abroad have been sliced in half over the past few months, and tariffs are the serious problem for the coming second wave of U.S. LNG exports, in particular, delaying pressing final investment decisions on such expansive projects and hurting us more than China, the world's most coveted incremental demand market. Tariffs push us away from International Energy Agency prediction that we could become the world's largest LNG supplier by the mid 2020s, if not earlier. Under our previous path, things couldn't have looked brighter. Thanks to exports, new hub futures contracts are set for both oil and natural gas. Remember, Obama used to pump natural gas, even though fracking was bad for this. I mean, places like Virginia catching major earthquakes that never did before. I mean, that's one of the casualties of fracking, getting natural gas. But he did it anyway just to help us get an abundance. We might not have all the most oil in the world, but we had more natural gas than anybody else, just about. So, that's what we had to go there, trying to gain independence. ICF reports that we could have 1,900 million new oil and natural gas jobs by 2030, Mr. President. We better not blow this. Tariffs are a self-inflicted wound for all of this and quickly becoming a huge missed opportunity for us, but a gift for the OPEC and Russia. So I thought I would read that. Okay. And so let me read this too. And I'll try to read quickly so we can get to boxing. In 2018, former President Donald Trump started a trade war. Hear that? He started it, with the world involving multiple battles with China. With who? China, as well as American allies. Each battle has used particularly U.S. legal rationale, such as calling foreign imports a national security threat, followed by Trump imposing tariffs. Hear that? Tariffs and or quotas on imports. Subsequent retaliation by trading partners and the prospect of further escalation risks significantly hampering trade and investment and possibly the global economy. President Joseph R. Biden Jr. must now determine whether to keep U.S. tariffs and other trade barriers in place or adjust policies in the wake of changing conditions as well as COVID-19 pandemic. As I told you before, no matter how much you hate the previous president, you can't be in the business when you step into the job and trying to dismantle and destroy everything the previous president did. Some things, yes, but you can't be in the business of that like Trump was with Obama. It's wasted time and effort. Talk about what you like more than what you hate. We know you hate Obama. Why? Because he's black. Because his black hands had some on the Trump, you had to destroy everything he do. And then Joseph Biden would be a fool to be like, I hate Trump. Why? Because he's racist, because he's bad for he did this, and I'm going to destroy everything he did. He can't be in the business. He got to be proactive and be offensive in what he's trying to do rather than focus on trying to destroy everything Trump did. That's just asinine. That's an asinine way of approach a presidency. The timelines below track the development of the most pressing trade conflicts with links to the latest available data, PIIE analysis. Now, you guys can go click these links and read more about it. Biden extends Trump-era solar tariffs. The Biden administration extends Section 201 tariffs on imported solar panels and sales for the years with some modification. Bifacial solar panels, which generate electricity on both sides and are often used in utility scale solar projects, will be exempt, and the highest tariff rate will apply only to cells that generate more than 5 gigawatts power per year, up to 2.5. The country is trying to move green. The country is trying to move independence. If we move green, then we don't need no other country. We can be independent and get the same way of living and perks and privileges that we are used to. But you gotta believe in it. If you don't, that's you. You want to stay doing it the old way. History has taught you new innovations, new technology always change the old way. And there's always a little hesitation or even roadblocks and barriers thrown in the way when you're trying to change. That's just how it is. I mean, that's just natural. You hope for the best. That's all I can say. Steel and aluminum as a national security threat. How can that be a national security threat? U.S. eases tariffs on UK steel. As of June 1st, 2022, that will mean Biden was in office. The UK will be allowed to export duty-free a limited amount of steel and aluminum to the United States in line with 2018-19 levels. In exchange, the UK will suspend retaliatory tariffs because they had retaliatory tariffs on us on U.S. exports. Any UK steel company owned by the Chinese entity must be audited for Chinese subsidies with results shared with the United States. Okay, unfair trade practices for technology and intellectual property. This is important though. USTR reinstates some tariff exclusion. The Biden administration reinstates 352. Who took it away? Trump. Biden came back and reinstated it. Product exclusion from the U.S. Section 301 tariffs imposed under the Trump administration, following through on its October 2021 announcement. The exclusion applied retroactively from October 12, 2021 to extend through December 31st, 2022. Trump delays auto tariff decision. This is big right here. A lot of y'all out there might not know this. Do you know that Ford Motor Company do not make cars no more, Harley? They just not making cars. They making crossovers. They making Broncos, Escapes, Explorers, Expeditions, Edges. You're not gonna find a Fusion or just regular cars. There's no money in it for them for how they feel. But right now, across the board, everybody, don't care what car you're trying to buy, there's a shortage of cars. There is a shortage of cars. You really can't find no cars. They don't have to haggle with you. They are marked up the cars that they are selling, which are usually, like I said, crossovers and above. There's a shortage of cars. I think Honda and Kia and maybe Hyundai might still have some cars. Get it while you can. But there's no cars. There's a shortage. Why? Because of these tariffs. Why? Because the person who was supplying the world with the chips that people are putting in their cars is China. And who did Trump fuck over? China. Who he thought he was fucking over, but he really fucked us over. President Trump delays decision on whether to impose auto tariffs after the U.S. Department of Commerce report recommended actions to adjust automotive imports to protect national security. The U.S. Trade Representative has until mid-November to negotiate agreements with the EU, Japan, and other countries the USTR deems appropriate, or else Trump may decide to impose tariffs. This was back in 2019, and he did. Okay? The person who got those chips that are needed, and let me tell you, the chips ain't just for cars. It's for your Apple iPads, your Samsung iPads, and your phones. You're going to find that all your electrical devices and your Sony PlayStations and all, they run off of chips. Who is the biggest supplier of them? China. Now there's companies that got to be put together to try to fill that void. It ain't going to happen overnight. But that came from what? 2019 tariff war that Trump instituted. Off of what? I don't know. Because he wasn't knowledgeable how that works. His own people try to warn him. But who get caught holding the bag while it's going down? Joe Biden. June 7th, 2019, tariffs on Mexico called off. Trump said he is suspending the scheduled tariffs against Mexico After reaching signed agreement with the country to reduce or eliminate illegal immigration, Mexico has agreed to increase enforcement against irregular migration and hold asylum seekers in Mexico while they wait for their claims to be processed. Now, look, as long as you have an immigration problem, Republicans gonna have a wedge issue to give you something to hate so you can vote for them. Fix the immigration problem, which is simple and easy. And now they got to talk about what they trying to do for you instead of talking about who you should hate. That's how they get their votes. Who you should hate. That's why I say be more about what you like and what you're trying to do. Have a contingency plan past what you're trying to do to make sure it works out, than to be more about what you hate. And stop misdirecting anger. If we gonna blame people for what they did in their past and we don't want to judge them for their intent and their character, then when you was a womanizer or a thief or whatever you were in your 20s, that's what the fuck you are right now. That's how you telling me I should look at you. If you was a jailbird, and I hate to say that, when you was in your 20s, that's what the fuck you are right now. Or should I look at you like the grown man, the grown woman that you are, who have evolved and learned from your lesson and did a 180 and trying to better your life? Which one is it? I don't straddle no fucking fence. You know, either I believe in that shit or I don't. So y'all think about that when y'all be judging motherfuckers. December 18, 2020, SMIC added to the entity list. The Department of Commerce limits U.S. sales to the conductors, manufacturing international corporations, a major Chinese semiconductor producer. The listing further restricts American exports of semiconductor design, software, and equipment to one of these industry largest buyers. This is where I'm telling you that you're going to find the shortage of cars, the shortage of Sony PlayStation, the shortage of iPhones, and all the other devices that you just so love and like. But that's all I had to say. Y'all, this is a voting season. Be sure to go out there and vote for who you think is going to go in the direction that you want to go in, and stop voting for hate. That's all I can say. Thank y'all for listening to that part. As I said, I already put I put the link in the chat, so I'm gonna get to boxing. Thank y'all for listening. I was out here to see this firsthand because I was like, what the fuck is going on? I can't find shit. And I told you haven't been listening to the news. So a friend of mine broke it down and was like, yo, you didn't know it was a shortage of chips? I said, what? And so I started looking at the tariff wars, and I understand that Biden's going to catch the grief and the blame with because he's left holding the bag. If you think about it, when you throw a rock in the water and the ripple starts, it starts and it expounds outward. If you look at every little wave that expounds out as 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, nothing happens today that wasn't started years ago. And the easiest one I can give you an example of is, look at the food industry. We knew about the food industry, how it is now. We knew in the 1800s. And we was like, hell to the no. People like Theodore Roosevelt, a great Republican president, was like, hell to the no. I refuse. He had his battles with food industry, meat industries, and because he was a soldier. He was commanding men, and men needed to eat under his regime. And if you feeding these men bullshit, how they gonna do the job he want them to do? So we knew all the effects, the cancer, the autoimmune disorders, the allergies, all this stuff that we suffer from now, when we losing organs after organs because our body turning on ourselves. We knew this in the 1800s. But people like Ronald Reagan, hey, his buddy walks up to him, hey, you get your guys to vote for this and deregulate this and deregulate that. And I could cut corners, and I could put that shit that y'all wouldn't let me put in the foods in the 1800s, in the early 20th century. I could put them in the foods now, and nobody would be the wiser. And I will become new money. I will become that billionaire that I always wanted to be. Fuck what happened to the people. But you know what? We got to get people to vote for that. Nobody in their right mind is going to vote for that. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go ahead and give them something to hate and lies.
Hey, bro.
What's up, boo boo? Turn the back down.
I did.
You did.
Yeah. Is it good now?
Oh damn, you loud as hell. Like
I'm.
your voice is projecting, but turn. I don't know. Get the balance of the sound.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you good. But
Okay.
that's all I wanted to say. What you think about what I was just cooking on? Just a
I
little
ain't.
bit.
I just got on me. I ain't gonna flex.
I saw you come in early. I thought you was listening, nigga. Shit.
You know, I be in and out. You know what I'm saying? What
I,
up, Tate?
what's up, Tay? How that schoolwork going? Keep them head in them books.
Hey, I was gonna cook on Fondora though.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna let you cook first because that's what we talking about. But
I've been
hold on
watching Fondora for like
before you
2
do it.
years.
Before you do it, thank y'all for listening to that. We in voting season. I implore everybody to go out and vote. Don't take them people's life that they laid on the line in vain and then put Mickey Mouse or don't go vote. Vote for who you think gonna bring you what you need. Stop following people. Ask the question: what is that person intent? Have a contingency plan. If you know that they're not doing XYZ, you better figure it out because last time I checked, most of us is out here struggling and you don't want to be caught up in the mix. Think about it. It don't
Be a
matter
leader.
who in there. It don't matter who you put in there. T gonna be okay.
Be a
Go ahead.
leader, not
Be
a
a,
follower.
you can be if you're a follower though, and you're a good follower.
Be a good follower. Yeah.
Be a good follower. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't no shame to that. But don't. You got a person telling you they don't want you to have medical insurance. Why would you put them in power?
That's crazy.
Especially when you got kids. Why would you put them in power?
Shit, my kids the only reason I got goddamn medical shit.
That's why you work hard, right? That's why you work hard, right?
Yeah, straight up.
Mm-hmm. He said, so I'm going to just listen in the back. It's okay, jump in there. Like, I don't attack nobody. If y'all want to be Republicans, be Republican. I'm not mad at you. I still like you. Like, I'm not that person. I don't hate nobody because you think differently from me. Maceo Golden, what's poppin', King? What's up, Lady T and Mr. ATF? My
What's
prayers,
going on, Maceo?
my prayers were sent out to you. I heard that your son recovered from his injuries, and I was thinking about you the last couple of
Oh
days.
man, that's a blessing, man. Hey,
Yeah,
God is good, man.
most definitely, most definitely. So yeah, go ahead, ATL. Tell me what you think, dog, on this Lubin versus Fondora.
Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I ain't just talking down on Lubin.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching Lubin fight for a couple of years too, but
Yeah.
Fondora, I don't know what it is about Fondora. He's 6'7",
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of like, I'm gonna say, energy wise, he like Earl Spence. He don't stop. Like
Mm-hmm.
the boy swinging him from whenever, and he tall. He know how to use his range. He can bang inside. Like I ain't never seen nobody his height bang on the inside, and he could bang on the inside. So
Yep.
I
You got
if
Fondora.
it was anybody else besides
I'm
Lubin,
saying. Uh-huh.
if Lubin was fighting anybody else, I'm rocking with Lubin. But I've been following Fondora and this man for his height and how young he is. He amazing, man, and I take my hat off to him.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, I am for my people, but I'm a realist. I do hope Lubin win, but I got Fandora winning. And
So
I know.
you seen him fight before?
Yeah, I seen him fight. Like the
Yeah.
dude, look, the dude fist is probably half the size of Lubin head. Skinny guys can fight. Some kind of way this dude can fight. He shrinks down to fight people. He's tall.
Exactly.
He's relentless, like you said, like Earl. That you hit him and you think you're gonna piss him off and back him down. Nah.
If you piss him off, he gonna hit you 90 times. Like
Yeah.
he wants them hits back. He want them hit back.
He's not gonna quit. He ain't no quitter. He got heart. Maceo said, "Thank you, Lady T." Laugh out loud, but he's still being hard head. You talk about Joe Biden, I think. But yeah, Lubin is chinny, and I don't
Yeah.
like to give put that jacket on people very
Yeah.
casually. But he is chinny, y'all. He's chinny. Lubin is 5'9.5" with a 74.5" reach, and that's 189 in centimeters, and he fights in a 154 pounds. Fidget.
I
Fondora
think
is 6'5" with a 196 centimeter reach. I mean, six height, 80 inch reach, 80 motherfucking inch.
80. Yeah. And he know how to use it. He know how to use every inch of it.
Oh, you said my son. I'm sorry, Maceo. Yeah, and so Fondora is not a quitter, y'all.
No,
He
hell
knows how to
no.
box. Now, some people say he don't use his height effectively. Whatever,
Shit.
whatever his decision, even if he crouching down, he's still taller than most of his opponents.
Man, that man know how to bang on the outside and the inside. I
Yeah,
don't know what they talking about.
the
And you
motherfucker.
know, tall people like him ain't even supposed to stick in the inside, but he is sticking and banging with you.
I bet you that fist is bigger than most of his opponent's head. I don't care what nobody say. It might be a thin fist, but a big ass fist, long nonetheless.
Man, I swear, like 2 fights ago, Miss
Mm,
T, I seen him give somebody a 13-piece combo
mm.
before they even realized they got hit with all 13.
So this is what I put. This is Fondora's fight to lose. I feel like it's his fight to lose. In fact, all of his fights at this weight is his to lose. It's possible he can lose, but Lubin is an excellent fighter, and that's the crazy thing. Lubin is an excellent fighter. He is just chinny. I have to put that jacket on him because why? He chronically has shown that he can be chinny. Not for one fight, not for the knockout that Charlo gave him. Because even then, I was like, "Oh, he's chinny." When Charlo hit him, I said, "Oh, he's chinny." But I ain't say. I said it in my mind. I didn't voice it. But you know what? As you look at him, he is.
I think the only way he could beat Fandora if he catch him with it, if he start beating on his body early.
He has to chop him down like a tree.
I'm just
Basically,
saying Fandora is like real slim. So if you beat that body enough, if you can get in there, I think he have a better chance breaking them down and beating them than trying to bang it out. You try to bang it out with that chin, you ain't gonna make it.
he better be on him. I think Fred said shorten the distance. I believe in that, shorten the distance. So, because I can't say Fundora
Nah,
got.
that ain't gonna work.
Now, look. He ain't got the skills like the Figueroas who can, even when they up on you, they can
Yeah.
he don't got that. Fundora just don't got that.
Yes, he
He
do.
he needs some space. No, not like right on you.
Yes,
Like
you gotta go
leaning
back and
on
watch a
you.
couple of his fights. Watch his last 2 fights.
I go back and watch. I don't think so, but because I don't think he is. I get a Figueroa that that's some awesome shit that they can do.
The
Not many
last two,
people can
I'm
do
gonna say
that.
the last 3 fights. I think the last two dudes he made quit. The ref
But
was just like he beat him too bad.
you got to hit this dude on his hips.
Yeah.
You really got you, and I ain't talking about low blow. I'm talking about on the hips, on the side. You gotta make this dude be like, wait a minute now, shit, hold
And
on.
that's another reason I say that if Lubin can go to the body
Mhm.
early, because he right there at the body. If you think about it, this nigga 6'5". You right there at the body punching, so you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You could put more energy right there first for about 3-4 rounds, see what happens.
Hey,
Anything else, he gonna get beat down, bro.
Lubin. If Lubin listen, X marks the spot. Hit him near the navel and his hip bones, like on the side.
Lubin, I say body him for 3 rounds,
Hmm.
and you got a chance. You
And
try to
then
do anything else outside of that, you going down.
every now and then, when your head is in his chest, just come up and try to hope for the best. Hit them hip bones, because I'm gonna tell y'all, when you be hitting the hip bones, make it difficult for you want to stand up. You gonna be like,
Anywhere, you could punch him anywhere.
yeah. But then you target that navel, because that navel for y'all is high. Ours is low. Women's navel point is low. Men navel points are high, closer to the diaphragm. It's a little nugget. Y'all go for them navel. That's why you see a lot of guys hide their navel, because it's so close to the diaphragm.
What you doing for the fight, Miss T? You throwing the
Uh,
party?
no, no, I'm looking at it for butter free.
No, I'm talking about a fight party. You gonna throw a fight party on your channel?
Oh no, I haven't done that. I don't even know if I got skills to call a fight. I be losing y'all. I be forgetting about y'all ass. I be like looking over here at fight. They were like, Miss T, you said that? Oh, my bad.
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know what I would do.
I'm throwing a fight party at my house,
Are you?
but I would love to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Live on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That should be some shit.
If you do it, I look. I look. I look. 5 people in here, hit that like button. Y'all come on. I know
Okay.
it's more people in here. Hit that like button. Y'all probably lost some of y'all when I was talking about the politics, but hey, y'all can hear me every now and then talk about it because it's voting season. I need y'all to vote y'all
See,
interest.
if I throw a fight party on my channel, it's gonna be ghetto as a motherfucker, and it's gonna be in the background cussing, talking shit. I'm gonna have this background, but you gonna hear everybody, and you might see motherfucker walking by and shit.
D Young is in the
D, what up?
building.
What's good? What's good? How y'all doing?
What's
Cool it,
good?
man. You know.
I'm glad I ain't lose you on my politics talk.
Nah, I was listening to you. I'm actually at work driving, so I was like, I see Miss T cooking on this political
You
shit.
at work
You know?
driving?
Yeah. I drive trucks, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I see y'all cooking on that Lubin and Fondora.
What you
Yeah,
think?
man, I ain't gonna lie. I think I got Fondora. I think
See?
See,
Fondora gonna stop maybe later rounds. It's because really it's all about Lubin chin, and I don't trust it because he got hurt against Rosario, got hurt against Gallimore, shit, he got hurt in previous fights. You know, he looked real noodle leg, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, Lubin got hard. Lubin is skillful, slick. You know, and if he could go to the body,
See?
shit. If he can go to the body, it'll be a long night for Fondora. You got to break that tree down.
Exactly.
dude.
That's what we were saying.
And you know,
Yeah.
it's 2 fighters in the 154 division that is heads and tails excellent. But this one little flaw they got that stops them from realizing their dream or going on to glory, and that's Goucher and Lubin. Those are the 2 fighters that I say got all the tools in the world, excellent, but you know
And
that
you
one
can't,
little flaw.
Miss T, you can't forget about J Rock. J Rock got a lot of skills. He just don't got no chin.
No chin.
Yeah.
J
You know
Rock, J Rock got a Philly.
that wasn't readily noticeable in the beginning of his career. That's something that seemed like it's coming on now.
Yeah,
No, he just got touched.
Mm.
yeah.
He finally got caught. What you saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like everybody has an Achilles heel. The trick is to not let it be seen. Like as much as I like Keith Thurman, he does have stomach issues.
Yeah.
We can say that now. And I hope he gets better with that, but we can say that now. And that's the same thing by, like I said, Lubin, your chin dog, and Fondora is going to get that. You're going to have to work hard for Fondora to miss that chin. He knows it. And I read an article, I just glanced over it, D, that Fondora is expecting that. He knows about his chin. He's banking on that shit. Now,
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. It could be a late stoppage or it could be early.
mm-hmm. This is their fight. Jay Gibson is in the building, was Papa King. He says salute to Miss T and the fam. Salute to you too. Says salute ATL. Yeah, and I mean, I'm gonna say this about PBC because y'all know how I feel about them. Shout out to PBC for doing a good job.
Hey, Jay Gibson, salute, shout out.
They put on a good. They've been putting on some good cards and not making them pay-per-view. Y'all saw the way I lined up about the deal with Bud Crawford. So do y'all, I'm asking everybody on the panel in the chat, do y'all still feel like do y'all still feel like after I read about what Bud Crawford did that he's gonna be signed to PBC for 2 fights?
I think so. I just think, like you say, he just probably waiting after after the 16th. I think it's I really think it's real. You know, I mean, it ain't been confirmed yet, but I think it's real. I think he waiting to see what's gonna happen after April 16th. Which, by the way, man, I had that Miss T. I had it going UD, but I think somebody gonna get knocked out. The
So
way I spit. My bad. Go ahead, Miss T. I'm
no,
sorry.
you go ahead, sir. I cut you out. Go ahead.
My bad. I just been feeling like the way Spence been talking in his last couple interviews, he looking to make a statement. You know, he say he feeling strong.
Hey, did
You
you
know,
see that? Did you see his workout though? Come on, man. You can't tell me that was the best workout ever.
Man,
I ain't gonna say.
don't
I ain't
put
gonna say
the
all
oil
that. I ain't gonna say all that.
I know
He
you ain't
looking
gonna say
good.
it because you a Terrence Crawford fan.
Nah, but I'm gonna tell you this though, ATL, that's not the best I've seen him look in a workout, bro. But he looks good to say he coming back from how he looked at Frill for the Manny Pacquiao camp. Yeah, like Spence looked sharp. He looked great, bro. But I but like what I was saying though, even from Ugas workout regimen, when he was saying that shit, he know that he got to get the knockout because he already 2 rounds down, bro. They in
Who gonna
Dallas.
get a knockout?
Ugas know he got to get the knockout.
Man, that nigga ain't getting. Man, that ain't nobody even really stunned Errol Spence. You know that shit ain't true.
All
Hey,
right, bro.
did
Just
y'all
said.
did y'all see Fred show? Fred got an inside track with PBC. Bud is not signed to PBC.
Yeah, which because nothing had been confirmed about that, Miss T. That's why I was saying I don't know where these niggas getting that from.
But we
Like,
can almost confirm. We saw the receipts that BMAC laid out, and I try to reiterate and do, I hope I did BMAC some justice because I reiterated what he said and showed y'all the receipts that Bud is signed with who he signed with.
yeah, intro box.
Yeah. So, that's why I say,
Who you think Bud gonna fight?
Bud, obviously, I hope he fight Earl. That's all I hope.
Yeah.
Nah, you come on. I'm just saying. Before Earl, he got to fight
he
somebody.
ain't fighting Keith Thurman. Get that PBC shit out your head. He ain't fighting no 2
So who
fights.
he gonna fight, man? T, he got to fight somebody. Y'all can't keep hiding that nigga in the closet.
He don't have to fight nobody. He just had a fight in November, and ever since that fight ended, y'all been saying that he gotta fight somebody.
Oh my God! So Spence gonna
Oh,
fight too.
hey, Tia, hold on. I'm not about to let you off the hook, my nigga. What you thought your boy was saying when he talking about I was just joking with the 80, 27, 30?
Exactly what he said. Shit.
Man, get out of here with that shit, man. All y'all Spence fans was the same.
I don't give a damn.
That shit, nah,
I don't give a damn, right? We got a week. We got a week in a couple of days, right?
ATL, you gotta explain.
When he whooped you his ass this Saturday, next Saturday coming up, and he called Crawford out. I want my money. I don't want to hear nothing else. And we gonna see your ass in the ring. All this bullshit y'all blowing. Y'all got a couple of more days in the week of blowing that bullshit.
You gotta explain that. Yeah, you gotta explain that because for years.
Yes, don't deflect that
Hell
shit.
no. I ain't gotta explain nothing. We got a week. We got a week and 2 days, y'all. I don't want to hear nothing.
I'm not talking about that part, AT. I'm talking about all this talk about 70-30 or whatever the hell I want to give you. And now he say he's just joking. Explain, please.
Shit, that nigga was just joking. Shit.
Nah, nigga, he wasn't joking. He wasn't joking. Well, I tell you what, them fanboys wasn't joking when that nigga was saying that shit. Yeah, he deserves 70-30 if he get 3 belts. He deserve it. He deserve it 64.
That nigga don't deserve shit.
Man, I'm like, come on, bro.
I ain't giving that nigga nothing. I don't give a damn.
That shit and made a mountain out of a molehill. And then he gonna come back years later and say, I was just joking.
Y'all niggas is not finna jump me tonight. Nope. It ain't gonna happen.
Hey,
I'm gonna holler at y'all ass on the 16th.
Hey, look, give me a Spence fan to explain that, please. Somebody explain that. I put the link in the chat. Explain.
Hey,
I would love to hear.
That's what the man said. He said he was just playing.
Dude, you can't.
I gotta roll. I gotta roll with what he said. You know what I'm saying?
He said something else before, and y'all ran with it and made a big to do about it.
I gotta run with the man said. He said, "Man, I was just playing."
So let bygones be bygones. That what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
L Dub is in the building. What's good, King?
It is what it is, man.
L Dub, that dude right there.
It's all good, man.
Hey, I'm asking for somebody to explain that.
See that right there?
Miss T, they know that the reporters, and he know that the reporters been getting on his ass for maximum about Terrence Crawford the last 3 weeks. So, he had to come with a counter. Like, man, I was just playing. Ain't nobody taking no 7.
Hey,
April 16th, man.
What up, bro?
don't negate what he said before. It don't negate what he said before.
Man down, shouter.
A lot of controversy was started.
And he gonna call Terrence out, bro. Hey, what? Hey, Miss T, what's Buddy name? What's Buddy name? Who I bet to say he was gonna? I said he was gonna call him out.
D-Town Blast.
Yeah, D-Town. If you watching, don't try to hide now, D-Town. If you watching, don't try to hide.
He ain't hiding.
You better have NordVPN. I'm gonna come find you.
Hey, ATL, you better run me that money.
NordVPN. When that body blow hit him, and he be like, oh, ding, 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 ding.
Y'all be on, so y'all be on.
Tell you, y'all.
Now look, I got Spence winning the who this fight. I got.
And Miss T, hey, you better tell him he need to check in before the fight too. Don't be trying to show up after the fight. When we've been talking about the fight all week, Chum, don't be trying to show up after the fight.
I want y'all to keep the same energy.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all hold everybody word.
I promise you, hey, I promise y'all, this how real I am. Even if Spence lose, and that's a big if, I'm a man. I'm not gonna run from nobody. I'm gonna come over here and y'all can goddamn say what the fuck y'all want to say, and I ain't gonna run from nobody.
Hey, the crazy thing is, I ain't gonna even be the nigga to rub it in y'all face, bro, because it's boxing. Because it's boxing. Miss T say shit.
I am a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you I love you at the end.
I ain't gonna run though.
I know you're not.
I ain't gonna be no fanboy. It just gonna be his way. But I know it ain't gonna happen, so I ain't even worried about that shit.
Y'all held everybody words to account. I need somebody to explain Spence's words for the last couple of years. That's all I want.
The last couple of years, all that nigga said is, I want all the belts and I want to be undisputed.
That nigga said 70-30, 80-20, 90-10, or whatever the fuck I give you, 60-40. And exactly. Then I'm just joking. I want somebody to explain that shit.
Hey, he can say what he want to say. He the motherfucking king of the welterweight division.
That's retracting, right?
No, hell no. That's
not a retract. That's not a retract.
Currently, he's the king of the welterweight division.
What he just said about he was just joking, that's not a retract.
Nope, it's not.
ATL, come on.
That's plain.
That's plain. Come on. How that's not a retract?
Because this could have been Bud's fight. He could have took the 60-40 and they could have been fought.
Oh
hey, Miss T, him bringing up the 60-40 even clarifies it more that this shit wasn't no joke.
60-40, it would have been a fight.
Exactly. Y'all gotta explain that shit. That's all I'm saying. I ain't mad at Earl. Earl gonna get a belt. He's daring to be great. I ain't never thought he was no slouch. Never thought he was no slouch. But I'm like, that same energy. What's up, D?
Hey, Tay talking about Canelo. What's up with Canelo, Tay?
He said, but Canelo can't say what he wants. He said, keep the same energy. Yes. And you know what? I told y'all who made that statement famous for me, Earl Spence. He's the first one I really heard to say, keep that same energy. I said, I like that shit. That's what made me endear to him. And all I'm asking is y'all niggas to keep that same energy. There was never a contract.
I would keep that energy.
Exactly. There never was a contract, something 60-40, but like I say, man, Spence, no.
Y'all know I ain't backing down.
He said
Spence, no.
True Earl Spence fan.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad, man.
Backing down is just keeping the same energy. Being on the level playing field, just being up and up.
Yeah, because I didn't like like Miss T. I didn't like that shit when Bud was saying he was talking about the fight was behind him, but that shit came off the contradiction of Earl though.
Bud, man, that nigga got down and said shit. I don't want to fight. I want to fight. I don't want to fight anymore. I want to fight. I want to fight. Come on now. I ain't even gonna flex on that. Come on, man. Like,
hey, look, but we flexed on it.
I ain't worried about Spence. Yes, I am. I ain't worried about Spence. Hey, Spence, where you at? I ain't worried about Spence. Hey, where's the big finish?
Hey,
we can do this all night now. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, ATL, don't make me 80. Don't make me 80. Don't make me 80-20 a nigga. That's all I gotta say.
You gonna maybe put the shades on and go find the ocean?
Miss T, don't make me 80-20 a
I
nigga.
know, right?
I'm gonna put the goddamn Oakleys on and I'm gonna go find the ocean and be like, big fish.
Now look, I even say Earl Smith's been comporting himself well lately.
Exactly.
I still say that, but these last couple of years been on that 80-20, 90-10, 60-40, or whatever the fuck I want to give you.
Hey,
I need somebody to keep it real.
You can't really be talking about my boy like that. Let me tell you why. Because shit, that nigga slammed on the concrete at 110 miles an hour, man. Come on.
It's a choice.
At his own fault. At his own fault.
Okay, but still, shit, he might not remember some shit he said. I don't know. You can't do it.
Hey, man.
Listen. You know why he survived it?
He's better now, though. That's the guy.
Let's keep it real. Why he lived and why he came out.
God.
Let me tell you.
Allah.
Yeah, God. But listen, he was drunk. You don't feel shit when you drunk.
Exactly.
That can save your ass.
Exactly.
The very thing that hurt him saved him.
Hey, didn't God say you can have wine?
Yep.
God, come on now. Before Spence was a twinkle in his dad's eye, we had Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. We knew that you shouldn't be driving intoxicated. Ain't no excuse today.
He knew that. Hey, he knew that too. He learned his lesson. That's why he finna prove all y'all wrong.
Well, shit. He already retracted. I just want to hear that y'all say, "Oh man, he retracted."
Hell no, I ain't gonna say no shit like that. Nope.
Why you won't say it when he did it?
Yeah, he didn't.
Why he did? How? Oh, ATL.
He did what all us do in life. He fucked up.
How did he not retract?
He fucked up. I don't know about retract. I know about he fucked up.
Means to take back what you said.
He fucked up.
So that's all I'm saying. Did he retract?
But
no, he fucked up.
So ATL was that self-inflicted, that accident?
Yes, it was self-inflicted. Shit, he was fucked up.
He don't get no credit for it.
Hell no, I wouldn't get no credit for it if I got them crash out tomorrow. Nigga might be like, "Oh, he died, but he was drunk as hell. Fuck it, he shouldn't have been drunk. I'm just dead because I'm drunk."
No. I'm happy he made it. I'm happy that he came back and he has a beautiful son. I'm happy that the Lord blessed him. I really am.
But look where he at now, though.
He made that choice. He don't listen. If Bud retracts some shit, and Bud did when he made his interview the week of Americon, E-Thriller and Mac Mob and me and a couple of other people.
Man, I watched this nigga show. He made me want to go get some horses and chickens and shit.
No. We said something about it, ATL. We said, damn, he retracted. We didn't like that. Y'all cannot bring yourself to say, I'm talking about in recent times. Y'all cannot bring yourself to say he retracted.
No, I'm not going to say that.
When he did.
I'm going to say he did what all of us would do, and everybody done did in their life. They fucked up every now and then.
Let's say he retracted.
They fucked up. But if you had the opportunity to come back and learn from your mistake and make better of it, then shit, you ain't fuck up. You just learned a life lesson.
We get that, but he retracted. I'm talking about with this 80-20 and all this talk, because that was the talk. That was the controversy. That was the biggest argument between Bud and Earl, and made this big controversy.
It wasn't. It
really was. I'm gonna keep it real with JT.
It was the fans. It wasn't them.
It was there. It was the fanboys.
Ain't nobody had no facts. It was just what he said and what she said, what they said on social media. What he said wasn't no facts.
And them motherfuckers ran with that shit. They ran with that shit so bad.
They did. And
he
have us how the fuck the way we is right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Having y'all in the pickle. Cause
I ain't in no pickle, no. I'm always aware of it. I watch boxing all the time, so I'm aware all the time. All the time what's going on.
Y'all hit that like button in here for this good content. Your boy Spence retracted. I just need y'all to admit it. That's it. That's all I want to hear.
Just like y'all say, it was never no contract. So
listen, you taking it out of context.
Right. I'm just saying, right?
Okay. But I'm saying, ATL, Spence hollered those numbers. And now he has retracted by saying he was just joking. Is there any brave Spence fan that could come on here or say that that wasn't a retract. That's all I'm saying. I understand giving people the benefit of the doubt. I give Spence the benefit of the doubt. I do. I am happy he made it through. You know, it would have been sad for boxing, sad for his family if he would have got seriously hurt. But he retracted the argument that everybody rolled on. And nobody say nothing. You see that, D? They can't do
Yeah, 60. That's what been the killer of everything. Oh, Bud should have took the 40. Bud should like
Can
that
y'all
shit
hear me?
crazy, man.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, check this out, right? I'm gonna tell you how I look at their situation, right? It's like you trying to purchase something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you go to your homeboy house and he shout, he ain't got what you want. You know what I'm saying? You like, well, damn, I told you, like, I had this, but when you get there, you know what I'm saying, it ain't what you want. You know what I'm saying? So it just like, goddamn, it's like a game. If ain't no contract, if y'all ain't never had no agreement on certain shit, then you basically say what the hell you want to say.
You taking it out of context again, but using your own analogy. If you and your boy agreed to something, you come there and he don't live up to his agreement, he retracted. Right or wrong?
They never had a contract though.
That's facts, Mr.
Oh my God, dog.
It was never a contract.
That was verbal.
Hey, Miss T, he basically agreeing with us with not even knowing he agreeing with us.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there was, you right, ATL, there was never a contract, but what Miss T saying is that the fanboys was running with that shit. Any argument that you had, I done had this shit with plenty arguments with niggas. Oh,
who is the fanboys?
You come on, man.
No, I'm saying
his fanboys, niggas that just think that he don't do no wrong in what he said.
I never said that.
No, we're not.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying. Because I remember
even Miss T showed me that video of when he was in the corner and looked like something was in his mouth. I said the same thing. Hey, it looked like somebody slipped shit in his mouth. So I ain't never gonna be on here just to be like disagreeing with what the hell y'all got. But I don't see what y'all talking about right now.
Retraction, simple retraction. That's it. He made a simple retraction, but nobody wants to say, okay, he retracted. So if you've been rocking with what he said before, and then he comes back and retract everything that he said that you were advocating and screwing out and making arguments over, why can't they say he retracted? I haven't seen anybody say that. That's all I'm saying. It's not the end of the world.
No, I'm not saying he retracted. I'm saying he just said some shit. I'm gonna say he said some shit, and Bud just ran with it.
Not Bud.
No.
Okay, the fanboys ran with it. Earl just said
with that shit,
and they ran with it. Okay.
Right. That's all we were saying. We didn't put the jacket on you. There's
people,
contract.
Whoa, not that. Yeah, they made propaganda out of that shit, man. They made bad propaganda out of that.
Yeah, and I can say the fans.
Yeah, the fans. I didn't get not saying you, but the fans. It's the extreme fans. What we call them, the aerosexuals.
The aerosexuals. I thought, hell no. We started Bud sexuals first. Hell no. You're not gonna turn that around on them. Hell no.
I see. Look, I laugh at that too, but I just y'all never heard me call them Spitz sexuals or Bud sexuals.
It's talking about the fans. I told y'all all the time I love both of them brothers. So it's just the fans.
Yeah.
But even in your love, ATL, can you say right now, because you're a straight up dude on that fanboy shit, can you see it? Can you even say, yo, Spence retracted all that talk?
Yeah, no, nope.
Why not?
Because I'm a goddamn true to the heart Earl Spence fan, and I can never goddamn cross my nigga.
You can still not cross your nigga.
Yeah, no, I can't.
It's the truth.
Nope, like I ain't gonna admit to nothing to after he whooped his proper ass. I'm sorry.
That's like me asking you, did Earl Spence have a car accident by his own choice or by happenstance?
If I'm on the stand, I'm gonna say nope.
Man, see, then yeah, you come on now. You falling into that category now when you do that.
Hey, if I'm in front of a jury, I'm gonna say nope. He is not. He's a law-abiding citizen.
So
he ain't never drunk nothing. All I see is drink apple juice.
So you falling in, just so you know, you falling into that category.
Hey, whatever.
Fans gotta say,
whatever.
Your boy retracted his statements that y'all made hay out of for years and years and years.
I'm not agreeing to that shit.
So. We gonna see. Now listen, it's not like Ugas can't beat him, but I got Earl edging.
Oh,
but if Ugas put on the
I be
show,
turning my screen off because I be drinking beer and I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't want it on the camera.
I feel you. Maceo Golden said, laugh out loud. That damn ATS a true fan. He is, Maceo. He a true fan. With the young dropped off, he come back. Yeah, he a true fan, Maceo. I'm just saying, it's a simple.
I am.
Act. It's a simple act. Any Errol Spence fans up in here, just say your boy retracted his words.
Man, Earl Spence, besides boxing, like, not even boxing, just to see him come back from that accident. And you know I box too, but I put his accident and how he came back and changed his life into my life, period. Like, just the motivation and, you know what I'm saying, and just the way he just say, you know what, I'm finna be about my family. I'm finna fuck a high rise and all this shit. I'm finna buy a ranch out in the country, give me some chickens, some horses. You know what I'm saying? I want to do some shit like that, man. And he just inspired me to, like, change some of the things in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't do shit. I be in the house. I work. I be in the house.
I can definitely say out of my mouth, he's a motivator. He's an inspirational person. And he does give people inspiration.
But he just inspired me to do
Earl, but I'm going to say the other stuff that's true too. He do chronically nut dig. He has made bad choices. And even after that accident, he still was drinking. I mean, those are his choices. Thank God that nothing has happened to that. But the controversy started with those numbers.
How you know he was still drinking that tea? You ain't hold on there.
He was. There's other people channels that showed how he was drinking still after the fact. I didn't show it. I didn't concentrate on it because I was like, you don't change on the dime.
I don't give a fuck either. After that shit, I'd be drinking too.
I mean, that's your choice. It's not illegal. He's a grown man. I don't fault him for that part. But you know, I ain't gonna go through no car accident.
I just wanted to build.
Alcohol gonna be the last thing I look at. I don't give a damn.
He was still whooping ass, even when he was drinking.
That don't matter though, dude. A lot of people drink and be high. Like, you know, you can smoke weed and be the best driver ever. That don't mean you should do it.
But what about now though? That's what we talking about.
We talk about now. Recently, he has retracted them numbers.
And what a lot of people, if you don't see what the fuck I've seen in this camp, then you ain't no true Errol Spence fan, Shouter. Like,
he look good. But
I watched all his training camps. This is the most focused, and this is the most work he done put on the bag in the motherfucking live show.
Is that
everything? I'm trying to tell you, this fight ain't gonna last long, bro.
All that bag work, is that gonna change how he adjusts in the
Man,
fight?
you gotta look at I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. If you go look, his last fight was with who? Danny Garcia, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Look at that workout and look at the workout that he just put out, man. That'll tell you everything.
I would say that about Terrence Crawford, but I don't. Because it don't matter. It matters when you get in that ring.
If you see his focus and how he felt about that bag when he was punching that bitch, then you'll understand.
That ain't enough to tell me anything.
You're not a true Errol Spence fan, so you probably wouldn't even watch the whole. You wouldn't even watch the whole.
I wouldn't watch it if Bud was doing the workout. I don't do it.
That's why you wouldn't understand what I'm saying, though.
I do understand. I understand.
You would have to watch it.
I understand documentation beats conversation.
Because if you watch it, then you would feel like everybody else and how everybody else felt about him fucking that bag up.
Why would I feel like everybody else when every boxer that I've known, even when I coach, they be hitting that bag like a motherfucker? What that tell me?
It's different.
What do when the lights on is what gonna tell me. Maceo said that's all good, but Bud still gonna beat that ass. It's like video. This Actamundo.
We're not worried about Bud. We worried about this right here.
Right. Ugas is was in front of us.
And then we'll talk about the Bud.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Bud. But we got our best ATL, and we're gonna see if he do what he say he gonna do. I told you it's going to unanimous decision. I don't think Ugas is gonna let him knock him out. I got Earl edging. I'm an Earl fan still.
I got Earl by body shot.
Shit, I hope he ain't by nut digging before.
Body shots.
How many times he gonna hit Ugas in the nut? Tell me that.
Never.
Okay, y'all heard it.
Earl Spence is the number one. Hey, Earl Spence got the most accuracy in body shots. Canelo number 2.
Y'all heard it. Y'all hear that thunder? That's right here. Y'all heard ATL.
Body shot is gonna end the fight.
Not gonna be no nut digging. I'm gonna take you for your word, ATL. I hope so. I hope so. But you know I'm gonna be looking for it because I feel like if you go there, you're gonna get some kind of leverage by doing that. And so when you do try to knock somebody out, you know, you're gonna have that knockout.
Kidney shot is gonna end the fight.
I hope it ain't a nut shot.
Kidney.
Okay.
You ain't never seen Earl Spence low blow nobody. He throw them shots perfectly.
ATL.
He throw them shots perfectly.
ATL, I showed you a compilation video of him chronically hitting nuts. And you cannot say that was by accident.
But what does the world say about him?
The word, there's half the people will say he's a nut digger because I didn't make
no.
I didn't
his body shots. What does the world say?
Oh yeah, he has strong body shots, but he also has strong.
Hold on, Miss T. Do they not say he's one of the best body shots in boxing?
Yeah, and do they not say he's one of the best nut diggers too?
No, they ain't heard that, Miss T.
Hey, people making videos about it. ATL. I didn't make a video.
People be lying too, though, Miss T.
I showed you the video.
No, I ain't see that.
Nigga, oh, you gonna make me?
I seen the video with the shit. It may be in the mouth, but I ain't see the nut punching video.
Okay. Let me see. I should have never took that shit down. Here you go. Here you go.
You know I love you, Miss T.
I know you love me. Some people in here listening to this old nut shit.
They better listen to it. Because April 16th, man, down shouted. Try to tell you. In D-Town, whatever the hell you at, don't be trying. I'm telling you, don't be trying to show up on fight day talking about I'm here. I'm not paying you, bro. I better hear from you before then. You better come on Miss T show in the next week and a half.
By advertising on YouTube, I catch the eye of my ideal customers at the right time.
Let me get it right. This is
I can
not my
connect with
video.
someone like Corey,
I do not own
who's
this.
passionate
This is
about
for
watching food
entertainment
videos,
purposes
or
only.
people like Sarah, who's been searching for things connected to
for,
my business, like organic.
Educational purposes only. So this is not my video. Sorry for it. I got to do this one for ATL. Sorry, it took you. I don't know why I hit that. I got to do this one for you, ATL.
Oh, Lord.
One. Shit, look at that.
Get the hell out of here, Mitzi.
You see it with your eyes?
Get the hell out of here, man.
Look at that. You see that?
That's one of them UK hater videos.
Come on. If you call it hater or whatever, he is.
Hell no. I don't see nothing but them chocolate brownies.
Yeah, to the nuts. Look at that.
So why he ain't fall down if you was punching him in the nuts?
Maybe
turn that man body up, man.
Maybe Cal Brook can take it. The question is,
I know. So what y'all just tell me? So whose fault is that for taking it?
In the end, the ref let it go. But why is Earl? The question is, why do you?
Why would a UK ref let it go?
I don't know why he let it go. A lot of American refs let it go.
This nigga went to the UK.
Dude, you can find a video of him doing that to Sean Porter. Now I just showed you. You saw
Maceo said, "Hey,
eyes.
you need to stop smoking. You know he nut punching."
Exactly.
Hell no, I ain't see nothing. I'm Stevie Wonder, so that shit.
Like, stop smoking, boy. You know he be nut punching.
You know I'm Stevie Wonder, so that I don't. How Stevie Wonder do like that?
Come on, dog. Listen.
I ain't saying nothing.
You saw it. You saw it. I didn't make it up. And T did not make y'all for the record.
Y'all ain't gonna do my boy like that.
Miss T did not make that video. I did not. The Sean Porter one is taken down. I showed it a long time ago. But he does that. You go to any Earl Spence fight and you will see.
Hey, Miss T, I know they better join us after this fight because you know we're gonna be turned up all the way to the goddamn Terrence Crawford fight.
I know that's right.
Don't be trying to come in and goddamn be no fanboys after this fight. When goddamn Earl whooped that ass, we don't want no new people coming there trying to jump sides and shit.
Hey, ATL, you wasn't here the other day. What you think about with the latest things that Jermell Charlo been speaking on here lately? Because I know you heard.
I seen a video earlier where he was talking about he think the LDBC don't fuck with him.
Well, we held him to task, and now I'm not a part of the LDBC, so
me either. But I mess with a couple of brothers, so you know I mess with them. So you know if I see one of them get swung on, I'm a swing too.
So I'm just saying, like they held him to the words he say. He was out there cooning with that Wilder thing.
But I don't feel like they against him. No, never that.
No, they always cheer for. I cheer for him.
Exactly. They just be like the LDBC be like. Nigga, like we got your back. Like what are you talking about? That's how I feel.
But he's questioning. And the thing I was talking about yesterday is, I'm not yesterday because I wasn't here yesterday, but the day before, as I was saying that he was speaking on the fact that Terrence Crawford got approved to him, and I didn't agree with that statement. And some people may agree with it, but I didn't.
Got approved to him what?
Exactly, that's what I said. What do a fighter who's done more than him got approved to him?
About to fight him?
Well, Terrence saying that if he don't get the Earl Spence fight, he's not waiting, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to move up, and by him being a WBO super champion, which we proved that already, he can make a beeline to whoever the winner is. And if you're listening to,
so look, hold on, I'm sorry, Mitzi. Okay, I remember Earl said he moving up if he don't get the fight. So. If Bud move up, if he don't get the fight, they gonna be in the same division.
I talked about that one time, like how he bottlenecking. But I'm saying, Earl is saying he has 2 fights and then he's moving up. So what those 2 fights are, I don't know.
No, he said, I'm gonna tell you exactly what he said. 2 fights meaning he said he's gonna fight Ugas right now. That's 1. You already know the next fight he won't.
I actually read some.
He said it if you go, Sean Porter did a podcast yesterday with Earl on there. He said it on there too. He said it during his interview during the workout and shit.
Everything that I read.
He said 2 fights.
Everything
Ugas is 1 fight. But he said everybody knows the next fight that he wants, which is Crawford. He didn't say Crawford's name, but he said he want to be undisputed, so everybody know the next fight. If he does not get that next fight, then he's moving up. Well, if you watch Sean Porter podcast from yesterday, he says it specifically. If he doesn't say Crawford's name, but he said he has 2 fights. If he said once he get past Ugas, that's 1. He wants to fight to unify. If not, for undisputed. If not, then he's moving up.
Now, see, from what I've read, I didn't see the Sean Porter podcast. I'll take your word for it. But what I read, it was 2 fights after Ugas. And that y'all might be right about that. Listen.
He explained it.
Listen, y'all might be right. However, we will see that.
I'm right.
So if you don't get the fight, he's going to move up. Now,
watch the Porter Way podcast. Shout out to Sean Porter. Watch his podcast from yesterday, and Earl Spence said it directly out his mouth.
Okay, we got to go check it out. So if he moves up and he's not undisputed, he may have to fight a title eliminator or something. I don't know if he gets a direct line to Charlo. I don't
He
think
said he's not fighting Charlo. They're not fighting each other.
Okay, so they're not fighting each other.
No.
And I don't begrudge Charlo if he drop his belts. I'm not gonna be mad at Charlo or Castano for that matter if they become if Castano become the victor and they do what everybody else do.
Charlo didn't say he's dropping no belts. He just said he's not fighting Earl.
Listen to what I'm saying. If Earl move up and try to go position himself into a fight for one of those belts, he's gonna fight either Castano or Charlo. Right or wrong.
Yeah.
If they're not going to fight each other, then common sense would say Charlo must going to drop his belts and move on. Because if Earl moves up, then Charlo going to drop his belts, which is typical to do for any fighter, whether it was Earl moving up or whoever the fuck was moving up. Charlo, I'm not begrudging him when all these other fighters do the same thing. They get the belts, they drop them, they move up. That's just how it is. But right now, Bud could right today drop his WBO belt and challenge the winner. And he could wait to challenge the winner of the Castano Jamel fight. But the way Bud is talking, before you say something, but the way Bud is talking, it's almost like he's giving the nod to Charlo. And I think that's a compliment to Charlo. But Charlo don't take it as a compliment. He's directing him everywhere but to himself, what comes off fishy to me, number one. Number two, Charlo don't want to fight Bud neither. So he even regardless of Bud moving up, Charlo may just be under the notion that I'm gonna get these belts, I'm dropping them and moving up. That has nothing to do. I would not blame him if he do not face Bud or Earl as far as that's what he wanted to do, because a lot of people do that. I gotta be mad at everybody else who do that if I'm gonna be mad at Charlo for doing that.
Let me tell you what I think.
Charlo wants to stick around, and defend them belts. And, and Bud comes up and he beats Castano, talking about Charlo, or Castano beat him. Who y'all think Bud was supposed to go fight?
But let me tell you, in response to that, what I think at the end of the day, right? This is just my honest opinion. My true and honest opinion, right? I don't know why, but just because I'm gonna say because of previous situations and matters at the hand, right? Mm-hmm. This is my honest opinion. I don't want nobody to just, you know what I'm saying?
Speak your piece, bro.
Bud Crawford is a king. He's not finna bow down or back down to nothing that he don't feel like is acceptable for him, which he's supposed to, because that's how kings move, right?
Right.
Earl Spence, same way.
Did y'all hear that?
I'm not even talking about belts or nothing like that, but both of those men are kings, and they both feel the same way about their skills and what they do in the ring. Mm-hmm. So, me, in my honest opinion right now, I'm just throwing it out there. At the end of the day, even though Spence, I betted on this shit, Spence gonna call him out. If he beats Hughes, which I have confidence in my man Spence that he is gonna do it, but it's my opinion, so I can say if. I still personally don't think that this major fight will happen at welterweight. I think it will happen when both of them move up
to 154.
I think it'll happen at 154 by what you call it, mandatory.
About mandatory. Now, were you able to see my show? Did you go back and watch the replay of who Bud actually signed with now?
No, I didn't.
When did I do that? Was it?
Salute, Sir Ambo.
I wasn't here yesterday. What's today? Today Wednesday. Yeah, today Wednesday. Go look at Monday. Salute Ambo in the building was Poppy King. Said salute Miss T ATL chat. I broke down who Bud is actually signed with. Okay. This PBC notion, I can't agree with it. I ain't knocking nobody else. talk about nobody else for doing it. I just have not seen no proof. Fred with his connects have looked into it and found out that Bud is not signed to PBC.
Miss T, did you see this whole ass shit? I gotta tell you about that whole ass shit I seen today.
What's
right.
That?
As a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as fighting and boxing,
mm-hmm.
do you think it's cool to say that, hell nah, I ain't fighting this motherfucker? If you're a fighter, is it cool for you to be like, hell no, I ain't gonna fight this motherfucker. This motherfucker gonna beat my ass.
No, are you talking about Porter or Spence saying that about Boots?
I'm talking about Danny Garcia today.
Oh shit! What'd he say?
Talking about Boots.
Yeah. I glanced over. He said, he ain't gonna make a name off of me, something like that.
Yeah, like what do you think about that?
I think you ain't putting yourself. But listen, there's 3 people now on the roster that have said something to that effect. That's Danny Garcia, Earl Spence, and Sean Porter. You heard what Sean Porter has said. We all know that. Earl Spence.
I didn't hear that about what Earl Spence said.
Earl Spence said, like, listen. He didn't say it like them, like they said it. He just basically let it be known, I'm not fighting you, Boots. You don't factor into my plans. Now, call it what you want to call it, because Boots is angling himself to fight Earl Spence. He ain't angling himself to fight Porter.
I mean, if he wins his next fight, he don't have no choice but to fight Earl, because that's going to be his mandatory. But Bud has the belt, so
but
Earl's going to be like goddamn what they say, like the super champion or some shit. So he basically get to say, okay, I'm gonna fight my mandatory. I'm gonna fight Bud.
Undisputed gonna trump his mandatory. I'm sure of it. And yes, it will. Like Spence, once Spence say, I want to go for the undisputed, ain't nobody gonna make him fight Boots.
Hell no.
Over that. So we understand that. But Earl has said straight up he's not fighting Boots. Now that came out of his mouth.
I ain't hear that. I heard him say we'll see.
If Danny get another belt, he'll have to see Boots eventually. Yeah, Danny ain't ready for no goddamn 154. So we don't know what can happen. Danny take his ass up to 154, they're gonna knock him back down to 147. You know, so Danny's like he ain't gonna make no name off of him. That shows in clear contrast from what you're saying, that you don't have the confidence that you can maintain or get into a fight with Boots and win. You're basically conceding the fact that Boots can beat you when you said it like that. Sean Porter, in a sense, said the same thing. I will not say that Earl Spence conceded the fact that Boots Ennis can beat him. All I'm saying is Earl Spence said Boots ain't getting a fight with him. He don't factor into his plan. Now, how everybody take it is how everybody can take it. I don't call that a concession on Earl Spence's part. I call it you concede into the fact. Now, I don't quiver with the fact that somebody else can make an argument and say, oh, you ducking, you scared. Boots have shown that he's angling to fight Earl, not Bud. We can talk the talk. Boots ain't scared of none of them. He said he want to fight all of them. Cool, fine. But what his actions said, we got to go by his actions.
Hell no.
Boots' actions lines him up with Earl, not Bud.
Nope.
Come on, ATL, stop this shit, man.
I'm not.
This shit.
I can't do it.
How is he not angling himself to fight Earl? Tell me how.
He said he'll fight anybody.
Tell me his actions.
He said he'll fight anybody.
That's words.
He's ready for all the top contenders.
That's what he said. But what actions did he take, ATL? Come on now.
You talking about Boots?
Boots, what action has he taken as of late to fight?
He been whooping ass, shit.
Who is he trying to fight, ATL?
He's trying to fight everybody. He don't give a
damn.
What? That's what I get. That's my perception.
So when he angled himself and put himself in a position to fight one person, which is Earl Spence.
He didn't say just Earl. He said everybody, all the champions. He said all the top tier guys. That's his. I quote his words. He said, "I'm ready for all the top tier guys."
Andrew Charles is in the building. Was Poppy King? Come on, ATL. Come
Andrew
on.
Charles. What did Boots say? He ready to fight all the top tier guys, right?
But then he took actions to fight one guy.
And who was that?
Errol Spence.
No, I don't remember that, Miss T.
He
said the top tier guys.
He's not competing for the WBO belt.
He's number one. He's mandatory right now.
He's not competing.
Any belt.
He's competing to fight Errol Spence.
He's gonna win his fight coming up. So
when he's
gonna be mandatory for whoever has.
He's gonna be
mandatory for Earl and Crawford.
He's going to be mandatory for Earl, not Crawford. Sir Ampo said Danny Big D Boots up as the next great out of Philly. Danny's still ahead of Boots and Earl up there. Says Boots got work. Boots is trying. Now, can anybody in the chat admit?
Salute, Andrew.
That Boots is angling himself to get a fight with Earl, not Crawford.
He said, here.
Salute.
Personally.
Dude, let me tell you, you a man, right? You a man. Y'all men are notorious for going by what a person actually say. Fuck what their mouth say. Am I lying? ATL?
Damn right.
Now his actions say I'm fighting Errol Spence. His actions don't say I'm fighting Boots.
Okay, even if he said that, right?
Crawford. It's not about what he said. I'm going by simply by.
I'm just saying, even if he was calling Earl out, that shit don't mean nothing. What that mean?
Damn.
What he gonna do when he get in that ring? Fuck the mouth. Nobody want to hear that shit.
I'm going by his actions, dog.
Ain't nobody touch that man's chin for nobody to say nothing about him, bro.
If your words match
if somebody touched that man's chin with some power and he survived through it, then I can give my testimony. To the end, fuck that. I don't want to hear
your words match up to your actions.
Straight up.
If your words don't match up to your actions, I got to quiver with that.
Exactly.
Sir said Buzz still fighting Aram this summer.
Fighting Aram.
You guys are caught up on the wrong thing. Bud is probably, and I ain't saying 100%, but more than likely he's gonna win his case. Bud is sitting prettier, better than.
I hope he win his goddamn case. Shit.
Y'all listen. Go watch my Monday episode. It's roughly 30 minutes in, and I showed you the receipts of who Bud is signed with. He's not signed with PBC. Fred from Barbershop Conversation validated that by his connects. Bud is not signed with the PBC. So all this talk about the 2-fight deal and who he may fight.
I don't give a damn who he's signed with.
Not going to happen.
To fight somebody.
He is not signed with the PBC, but he is a partnership with Fox, and the PBC needs Fox. Fox don't need a PBC. Go back.
I don't give a damn who he signed with.
Y'all gonna see. Y'all like, what happened? Y'all not paying attention because of y'all love for somebody. Like it don't.
No, I'm paying attention.
Hey, it don't matter how much I love Bud. I'm looking at his actions.
And what's his actions?
He signed with Intro Box, who's now affiliated with Bally Sports, who owns Fox.
You said Bally Sports.
Bally Sports owns
Fox. Bally. I'm gonna say Master P got boxes.
No, Bally Sports owns Fox. Fox no longer.
Yeah. I thought you said about it.
Yeah. Fox no longer is the shit. It's Bally Sports. And guess who's a partner with Bally Sports? Bud Crawford.
I don't give a damn.
Guess who need Fox for their networks?
Hey, he better need whoever the fuck he need after this fight. Goddamn.
So who's sitting pretty? Earl, Bud, or
Earl.
Oh, Bud got them
Man Down Promotions.
Motherfucking Bud got
that's been around for years.
How he works for somebody.
Earl got a fighter. What the fuck you mean?
What you mean? Earl
Frank Sanchez. You forgot who that is?
Hey, he worked for somebody.
No, Frank's who? Man Down Productions.
Man Down works for
PBC.
somebody. Yes, he does.
Who Bud work for?
Bud is a partner with Fox.
Okay. Same thing, huh?
Who PBC need?
Same thing, huh?
No, who PBC need?
PBC is Fox too, ain't it?
PBC needs Fox. PBC don't own Fox. Fox don't need
Man
PBC.
Down Productions. You see that shit in the corner when he box, nigga, stop playing.
Watch when you see Fox Sports, formerly known as, turn into Bally's.
What you see when Terrence Crawford fight? Omaha Productions?
Oh no, it's gonna be Fox. You're not listening. See, you're not listening. You laughing, but you go watch my show on Monday to take that smile.
Omaha Productions? No, we don't got that.
I'm gonna just use the word Fox because that's the one y'all know.
Bob Aaron Productions.
Bud on Fox. Let me just say that like that.
Nigga don't own no goddamn Fox. Yeah.
See, you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen.
I ain't buying that shit.
Bud is a partnership. I showed you the receipts. Go back and watch it.
Hell no.
Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it Monday. I showed you the receipts. You can't. It's not up for debate. He signed a partnership deal with Fox. Fox is owned by Bally's. Bud is in a partnership with Bally's and Intro Box. Fox is gone. PBC still have to use their networks. PBC they don't need PBC needs Fox. Fox don't need PBC.
Let's see.
Bud got a network. Never got the same.
How you say it?
The Zone.
Say it again.
Bud. Eddie Hearn got a network and it's the Zone. PMT works with PBC. They don't have a network. They work with Fox and Showtime. Bud is partnership with Fox.
Somebody said Running Man Productions.
Y'all laughing. Just like y'all was laughing about the fact that he was Toby and he didn't make business decisions, but he made more money than any welterweight out there. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Talking about Earl Spence? Yeah.
Talking about Bud.
No.
Earl getting paid. What Earl getting paid for this fight? $2 million. Bud was getting $5 million.
You actually think he's gonna get paid $2 million in his stadium in Dallas?
That's a fact. His guarantee was more than any other welterweight. That's a fact.
You think he gonna get $2 million in Dallas, Miss T?
I think that his guaranteed is what it is, $2 million.
No.
That's all I think. Now, would he get on the back end? That's speculation. That's neither here nor there.
Like 3 years ago, Miss T. You tripping.
Dude, you can pull up ATL, all the guaranteed money that Earl has made in his fights. I even debunked this pay-per-view star shit. I pulled up the top pay-per-views of all time. Earl is not on it. He's not even in 2021's top 5. Stop the shit.
And Bud is.
I ain't never said Bud was.
Okay.
Y'all say that Earl Spence.
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna say.
Nah, that's y'all say that. I've never claimed Bud was.
Who the fuck is Rudy?
She said Bud like Rudy, huh? I don't know who Rudy is.
Who is Rudy?
Let me see. Did I keep it up here? Because see, y'all don't believe nothing.
I ain't saying believe you. I don't believe the bullshit.
Okay, let's see. How did I do this?
We don't know, but it was some bullshit.
Let me see. It wasn't no bullshit.
Spence, I'm riding to die. I don't know what the hell she talking about.
Y'all just don't want to know. Sometimes you put blinders on. Uh-oh. Can you see that? Can you see that?
Yeah, nah.
You can't see that. You don't want to see it. Yeah, that's receipt. That's called a receipt. That's called a receipt, Aunt Bo. That's a receipt.
What's the receipt for, though?
Intro Box and Ballard Sports and Sinclair Broadcasting owns Fox Sports. Fox Sports is the network that PBC works with. Bud is a partnership in it.
Since when?
Since he signed it. I don't know recently.
I need to see some paperwork on that.
I'm showing you. They have put out on their website that Bud is a partnership with them. Let me see if it's...
Man, people be lying. I need to see that nigga on a commercial.
Why would they go? Ellie Setback did an interview with them showing that.
Why would he have some media on?
Intro Box promoter claims he signed Terrence Crawford and Logan Paul.
Claims.
Listen, oh, come on, dog.
Claims.
He put it out there, man, on his official website.
Somebody said Bud has no numbers.
The official Valley Sports account is retweet from Sandeep Chandal, who lists
They
himself.
send a nigga shorts for 50% off. That nigga trash.
Dude, y'all don't want to believe it. We can show y'all all day. And this was the best one of all. It shows you that Fox Sports now belongs to Bally's. And then go look at what Bally's.
I don't believe that shit. Bally's is an old racist ass group. They used to sell shoes.
Dude, you can say
I remember this shit.
This is facts.
I remember Bally's back in the day, nigga. I'm old enough to remember Bally's.
They have got control over Fox now.
Oh shit.
Disney bought them out. I'm telling you, I'm showing you.
That's some bullshit.
Look at right here, DLG decision. As a part of the acquisition, Disney required antitrust approval from the Department of Justice for the acquisition to gain valid status. The problem was that Disney also owned Fox regional sports channels. Then it will basically have a monopoly thanks to the existing ownership of American Broadcasting Company. This kind of ownership would be illegal under federal communication commissions, which prohibits a merger between two of the four major broadcasts. To assuage this issue, DLG gave conditional antitrust approval to Disney for the acquisition. The condition was that Disney had to offload the Fox Regional Sports Network within 90 days for the merger to be valid, or a deal would be back on the table. And they said with only 90 days to offload Fox Regional Sports Channel, Disney began looking for potential buyers and finally settled on Sinclair Broadcasting Group. Let me read it. In a $10 billion acquisition deal between Disney and Sinclair. There was a condition that Sinclair could only use Fox name for 18 months. So Sinclair had 18 months to change all Fox Sports properties to another name that also carried good brand value. A decision was made to bring gambling elements into the brand since sports betting has been potential to generate revenue. The ownership of Fox Sports now gave Sinclair the opportunity to generate revenue using a method. This settled on a 10-year name rights agreement with Bally Corporation, a company that owns 11 casinos across 7 states and has authorized OTB license in Colorado. Bally will bring a gambling element to the sports channel that Sinclair needed, and the Fox name could finally be shared. I don't know what more to tell you.
So Bud gonna fight Mickey Mouse now? What you telling me?
I'm telling you that don't be mad. And that Bud.
So Bud Crawford gonna fight Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. He Minnie Mouse and shit now. That was
he gonna own Spence.
He signed a deal with Disney, so
they gonna have PBC gonna have to kiss his ring.
Yeah. Ain't no way in the hell.
Why y'all caking for PBC? I'm talking about PBC needs Fox.
I don't care nothing about PBC, okay?
Okay, but PBC need Fox. That's where they put their shows on in Showtime.
If they promote me and put me on, then yeah, I fuck with them. But I fuck with Girl Spence.
Bud is the partnership. See, take Spence out of it for a minute.
Nope,
I would not. You have to. If we talk about PBC needs Fox, that's their network. Eddie Hearn messed with the Zone. That's his network. ESPN is locked up by Top Rank. That's his network. TMT works with PBC. Golden Boy works with Matchroom. They got their networks, dog. If you don't have a network, you ain't showing shit. If Bud is signed to these new networks, which is Bally's and Introbox, who own Fox now, as a partner, this is what they said out their mouth.
Ain't nobody fucking with Bud, man.
Okay.
Eddie Hearn said he don't want to fuck with the Bud because he ain't making no money.
Eddie Hearn.
Bob Arum said he ain't making no money. He ain't shit.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But Bob Arum wanted to do the fight after he said all that. He wanted to put a fight on with Bud and Josh Taylor. Now, does that sound like somebody who's telling the truth, like he losing money? If I'm losing money, why I'm trying?
Bob only said that shit because he think Josh Taylor could whoop Crawford ass. That's the only reason he said the shit.
If you losing money, dog, why would you want to run back? I'm not losing.
Bob don't give a fuck because he thinks that, you know what I'm saying, can what's the name, could whoop Terrence Crawford ass, but we all know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? So
what's going on is Bob is full of shit.
Yeah, he is. He been full of shit.
He ain't losing no money with Terrence Crawford. He was trying to discredit him to lock him back in, and Terrence went on his way. That's what that is all about. You ain't losing. If I lose money with you, AT, I'm not running it back. I don't care if we cousins.
But he did it before, though. Like, Bob Arum had been dogging this nigga, and he went back to him before.
And Bud got the better of everything.
Now.
He got the better of everything when he went back.
No, he didn't. You still, it's kind of like kissing ass.
Dude, your dignity, pride set aside. I'm talking about money, since it's always about money. Did he not get paid? He did it for him. Him getting $5 million while everybody else getting $1 million and $2 million guaranteed. Hey, that's 5 is higher than 1 and 2 all day, every day. Make it make sense, man. Bud did not lose totally on that deal with Bob Arum. Bob breached the contract, and that's all Bud's suing him for. Bud ain't trying to break him across the code and get $100 million. He talking about what he specifically owe him.
Hey,
Bud, live up to yours.
Bud has always been a big enough star to do whatever the fuck that Bud wanted to do. Period.
DJ in the building, he said, "Salute, Miss T." Yeah, but I'm just saying, look at it. Look at it, basically.
He never needed no fucking Bob Arum or nobody.
However, these guys.
Honestly, Miss T.
Errol Smith don't ever see. Because the people
as great as Bud Crawford is, man. Did he ever need anybody to bag him?
He needed somebody because Bud might have didn't have know-how. Maybe he felt like he needed. It ain't about what we feel. Do Earl need the PBC? I will say no.
No.
I don't think the PBC doing Earl right.
No.
How you not paying this man?
No, I can't agree with that one.
Shit.
I can't agree with, because Earl Spence is comfortable and fine with where he's
Bud
at with PBC.
Was too. Keep the same energy. The same thing can be said. How are you not paying Earl Spence $10 million?
It's a difference, Miss T. It's a difference between Earl is still with PBC.
Answer the question.
Earl is still with PBC. Terrence Crawford is gone because he feel fucked, right?
Listen, and Earl can be without PBC in the coming years. What does any of that matter with the price of tea in China? I'm saying how
with PBC.
That Earl is your big cash cow, your heavy lifter, and you not paying this man $10 million plus. I can't understand that for the life of me.
Earl straight, and he's still with PBC.
Yeah, he's straight in this $1 million, $2 million fights.
No,
so Bud was happy.
Stop playing.
Guaranteed. What you mean? Stop playing.
Stop playing, Missy. Ain't no $1-2 million fight with no Earl.
He was getting guaranteed that
you
much.
You got to pull up some charts.
Dude,
I don't believe you.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make
pull up his last fight and the last 2 fight, even the Danny Garcia fight. I bet you got at least $3 million for that fight,
dude,
or more.
We talking about guaranteed money
off the rip without sales. It was pay-per-view. Remember?
You talk about the pay-per-view. I'm talking about guaranteed money.
All his last 4-5 fights been pay-per-view. Huh?
You mixing apples and oranges. DJ, get in there and explain this. What I'm talking about. Probably they ain't gonna listen to me. I need some bass in my voice.
Tell DJ get his ass on the panel.
He said it's hammer time. Let me see.
Go on, hop on here, DJ. We don't want to hear that shit. You see my name though down here tonight, though. You see that?
What? Tay said guaranteed is very low. Yes, it's guaranteed low. Okay, let me see. Let me look for it. Let me see. While I'm looking for it. What is Earl Spence biggest purse? Oh.
Biggest purse? Really?
Let's go with the biggest. What is Earl Spence's biggest purse? Earl Spence Jr. earned a career highest purse money, but the fight against his opponent, Sean Porter, it is reported that he made $1.2 million guaranteed and 60% from pay-per-view revenue.
Oh, and what that equivalent to?
We don't know. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He got 300,000 in pay-per-view, so you can
get the hell out of here. I don't hell nah. I ain't buying
it. Yes, he did. You gonna listen to Derek James talking about some 700,000. He got 300,000 pay-per-view for Sean Porter fight. Stop the cap, man. DJ is in the what's popping? What's popping, King?
DJ, what up?
We can't hear you, player. I'm sorry, that's Big Daddy. I'm sorry, I thought that was DJ. Big Daddy. Big Daddy, what's up? What's up?
I can't say that name. What up, fam?
Just say BD. BD, what's good? I'm gonna say
that either.
Hey, Daddy. Tate, the guaranteed is low. DJ laughing. Big Daddy, we can't hear you. Take yourself off of mute. I don't know if you mute. Like, I don't see that you muted, but we can't hear you. I'm telling you, documentation be conversation, dog. That I just pulled up where they said his highest purse.
Damn, y'all can't hear me?
Damn. DJ, work it out. Just get in there. Just get in there. I'm trying to show this man. He's just being difficult. How much did Errol Spence make versus Garcia? Errol Spence Jr. is guaranteed $8 million, and numbers are expected to. This is speculation. Read between the lines. Guaranteed, and if the pay-per-view numbers are expected, he will clear $10 million total. Then he got $5 million from the fight. He didn't make that. He recently joined the highest paid boxers list after winning his fight. According to boxing news sources, Spence Jr. received guaranteed purse money worth $2 million. Let me see. I wish I had a whole list.
The cash cow. Okay, keep going.
Cash cow. You want me to pull up Bud?
He made more than Bud. I promise you that.
Okay, let's go. Let me see.
And that's a fact. Look it up. Gervonta Davis made more than Crawford.
Y'all crazy.
Brand new. What up with you, man? I'm gonna talk my shit. It's all love. I love the hope and wish. Yes, I do.
Let me pull this out right quick, too. Let's see.
Hey, Tay said he made about 14.
Georgia homeowners, if you're tired of paying too much money for electricity and have a history of paying your bills on time, then you can be eligible for a program that allows you to go solar for $0.
Because you can speculate. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't play nobody else stuff without accent.
I fuck with Blue Blood.
Yeah, I do. And then look at what he's saying. Errol Spence only make $1.5 million in your Danish Ugas fight. I just wanted to show that. He gonna make money from the back end. I get.
You don't even know the pay-per-view yet. So how they gonna say that? Like, come on.
Yeah, now you say that.
I'm just saying this fact.
I've been saying that all the time.
I'm gonna buy the fight.
All the time. Y'all discredit that shit. Hold on.
I'm buying it. I could fucking stream it on my Fire Stick if I want to. I'm buying it because I support the brother.
Shit from PBC. I ain't buying them a goddamn thing.
I know because you a hater, T. This all right. I ain't buying the motherfucking Crawford fight. When he fight, I ain't buying this.
I ain't buying no I ain't buying that bullshit.
I ain't buying no goddamn Crawford fight. I'm a Fire Stick that motherfucker. No, I'm just playing. I support all the brothers though. I buy Crawford fight. I buy Spence fight. I buy both of that shit for real twice.
Hold on. He made about 14. DJ said my mic won't connect to the laptop, Miss T. I can't get on them. You can't get on them. Renee all love, baby. What's up, King?
Ain't nothing wrong with this shit. He ain't want no smoke.
Let me see. What the Bud purse? What was Bud?
Get on here, DJ. We don't want to hear that shit, bro.
And Bud and DJ is a Spence fan. You know that, right? He like Crawford.
I don't care. He still need to be on here with me. I done got jumped for like 2 weeks and he ain't been on here with me. DJ, you supposed to have my back, man. Like, what's going on?
Let me see.
I done got jumped like 5 times on that bit, man. T.
DJ, I want to ask. Look, DJ, I want to ask Big Daddy. I hope you come back in. If you think if you are who I think it is, I wanted you to come in. DJ, would you say Earl Spence now saying that he retracted them now, or he was just joking about those numbers is a full retraction? Would you say that?
Hell nah. The retraction is when he beat Ugas, then he gonna beat Crawford ass. And then I don't want to hear none of y'all mouth.
Look at this. He says you want to prop up your boy so much.
Thank you, DJ. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
Who made more?
I don't know what they talking about, DJ. Like, you need to get on here and help me, bro. Like, I've been getting jumped for like 3 weeks straight.
I want you to put your eyes on that, dog.
Real.
Eyes on that. We're 1 week away from Spence getting his 3rd belt. And 1.5 million guaranteed. ATL needs some help. Nah, he told his own by himself. Salute, ATL.
Salute, Ray New.
What this say? What this say? I see 6.
DJ, you see what I'm talking about, bro? You need to get on here with me, bro. You see what I go through?
Ugas is and Spence fight is next week, and they
see what I go through, DJ.
And Earl is making 1.5. When have Bud ever had a guarantee of won anything in the last few years? Don't worry, I'll wait.
You see the DJ? You see what I'm going through?
Always a fans, Miss T. He just never stopped the train when he got. I agree, DJ. I can totally to what you said, and that's what we've been telling ATL. All I ask ATL, being a Spence fans, to go ahead and say that when he came back and said, "I was just joking." Oh, that was just.
He did say that shit, but he meant that shit.
DJ, was the controversy over Bud and Earl all these years was about that money? Was it not?
Nah, DJ ain't gonna accept of that. DJ, I got you big words, accept.
DJ, can you stipulate the fact that the big controversy with all the hoopla was over the 80-20, the 90-10, or whatever the fuck I want to give you, a 60-20. This is what his fans took, ran with it, made a mountain out of a molehill over these numbers. This is what we've been arguing. Bud should take it. Spence is better. All this stuff. That is what the story was. And now for your boy to come out and say, is that a retraction, dog?
Hey, you see what Ray New said?
He said he been getting jumped for 3 He been getting jumped. ATL usually a straight shooter, but he don't want to straight shoot on this one. He don't want to shoot on this one.
Yeah, nah, but we finna fight to the end on this one.
It was always about Bud and EJ handlers getting in the way. Exactly. Like, it's a lot, but the controversy built up between the fans. I've never seen it like that, DJ. I don't even like it like that. That's why I was like, I don't want to talk about the number because it's just messing everything up. But in the end of the day, for him to now come out and say, and I applaud him for saying it, I don't want nothing from Earl. I want his fans to say, is that a retraction? That's all I want.
We ain't never gonna say no shit like that. Ever.
So are losers. Fans just go with the narratives that suit them. Exactly. So are losers.
Hey, I don't give a damn about what none of them talking about.
We got on Bud for retracting.
I plead the 5th. So after
Bud was talking that shit in the Amir Khan video. I said something. The other guys that said something, Mac Mom and E Thriller. We said, why are you saying that? Don't go back. You was right.
See, don't be trying to cancel shows and shit when Spence win his fight now.
I ain't canceling. Nigga, I ain't canceling.
I'm gonna be on your ass.
That's a good one. That is a good one because I have canceled.
Be on your because when he win this fight and when he called goddamn Crawford ass out, I don't want to hear none of that shit from none of y'all.
I've been on CP time.
when he win this fight, all y'all goddamn Crawford fans with Miss T in here. Yes, I'm talking shit. When he whooped motherfucking Yuga's ass and he called Crawford out, I want to see y'all on that motherfucking Monday night show.
He better have.
I want to see all y'all ass on that Monday night show, Charlotte. Straight up. Don't run.
He better have some daylight.
Don't motherfucking run. I want to see y'all on that show.
Hey, you better call it right too. If he beat him tooth and nail, or if he barely beat his ass. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: being that it's in Dallas, Earl is gonna catch favor. Number one,
Miss T.
I'm not. Hold on. I'm not saying Earl can't beat him. I'm saying he's going to catch favor. This is hometown. It could be some home.
Don't be talking about no tornado warning, Miss T. I don't want to hear that shit.
Look, I'm saying. You got me. You got me. You got me. See how I can admit it? Yeah. See how I can admit it? You know what I'm saying? Take a grown woman, a grown man, to admit when they wrong. Y'all motherfuckers was wrong because your boy said he was. Oh, that was just a joke.
Yep.
Like that dude did on
Don't Be a Menace. He said I was just playing.
Oh yeah. Oh, on Friday we said, oh, that was different.
No, when the dude said, you ever been in jail and you seen the soap run down the dude back? And he was like, nah, we don't know nothing about that. He said, I was just playing.
Yeah. Y'all can't even just admit the boy retracted. And that's what he did. That's what it was.
Hell nah. I'm not going to admit that shit. They can.
DJ said Bud had an opportunity to sign with PBC.
Thank you.
Who is PBC? Did you watch my show Monday, DJ? In 2017, 2018, but he turned it down for the high 4.5 purse for every fight. Hey, that was a business choice. I ain't mad at him. I'm not even mad at Earl Spence for being with PBC. But if we're gonna advise and be mad and tell Bud he need to leave Bob, I feel that Earl need to leave PBC. They ain't giving him no justice. PBC should have been paying Earl $10 million plus.
DJ, you hear this shit? And you don't even jump on here.
Everybody who's a Spence fan, y'all telling me that PBC shouldn't have been paying Earl Spence $10+ million guarantee. Y'all telling me that?
He got $10 million.
Earl is not my biggest fan. I'm a fan of Earl, but you know, I'm team Bud over here. But I can say that with a straight face. PBC should have been paying Earl Spence $10+ million. Y'all telling me this man don't deserve that?
Yeah, he do.
Somebody be brave enough
to got it though.
That he don't deserve that.
He got it.
How the fuck he getting it with getting 1.5 million
pay-per-view? He got home stadium. He been at his home for like fucking 3 years now.
Man, fight somewhere else. Pay that man what he worth.
He ain't got to fight nowhere. He whipping niggas' ass in goddamn Cowboy Stadium.
Come on, he do got to.
The Cowboys ain't whipping no ass, but he is.
Man, pay this man what he worth. Pay this man. If he's your cash cow, he uplifting the brand and all that. Pay this man. Am I the only one who gonna advocate for Earl Spence to get $10+ million? Even if he not fighting Bud, what's wrong with y'all?
See, you trying to play me now, Mitzi.
Man, it's sad. It's sad.
That's messed up, Mitzi.
It's sad.
Right. It ain't gonna be sad, guy. That April 16th. Hey,
it's
y'all
sad.
Tune in.
Y'all better
y'all tune in.
Don't pull up.
Not DJ. That's my partner. What's goddamn D? What's his name? D what?
D-Town Blaster.
D-Town and the other dude that was on here today?
Birdman.
Not Birdman. D something too.
Oh, D Young. Yeah.
Yeah, D Young. I don't want to see none of y'all ass not on here when that shit happened.
Look at this, Renee Sortors. Thank you. He said for my I don't know what FYM. I think for your
information.
No, but he put
for your. I don't know what the fuck that means. Then that's some new shit.
From your memory, Earl does deserve $10 million, but not getting it. PBC is done, son. Soon. I guess he meant soon. It's not right, y'all. It's not right. And again, I'm not caking for Earl. If he's your cash cow, he been there for you. Canelo wasn't. You let Canelo come in this mug, take the money and run. Canelo ain't give you shit. Earl been loyal. He been fighting for you. He been doing the heavy lifting, and you can't pay this man $10 million plus. Guaranteed. You can't do a solid for him.
So what he getting for the Yugas fight then?
1.5.
I don't believe that.
I just showed you. I'm tired of showing you because you don't recognize.
that's without pay-per-view though. That's guaranteed.
Keep moving. Yeah, you keep moving the goalpost.
That's guaranteed, right?
Nigga, you hear me say guaranteed.
Okay, so
that's what I'm talking
about. Ain't got nothing to do with pay-per-view and shit, right?
Because listen, we can have a blackout grid on the night of the fight and nobody get no pay-per-view. Anything you cannot take pay-per-view to the bank until it happens.
Exactly.
You can take guarantee. And
I'm buying. He gonna have my buy.
Errol Spence deserved $10 million. Even if y'all fans don't believe he should, he deserved it. He been deserved it.
Hey, look, can we join channels on that night? I'm gonna throw a party, and you could just join me with your fans. I can have my fans. We can have a goddamn fight party.
I'll look into it because what's gonna have to happen is I don't have a TV over the side, and
it don't matter. We can both be together though on this bitch. It don't matter.
Dude, you cannot show.
I can tell you what to do so you can get right.
Yeah, but you can't show I don't have a TV over here.
Okay.
I'm a woman of a particular age. I'm not looking at no goddamn phone to look at no fight. You heard?
I'm saying, hey, I have though. I watch. That's when I first discovered Anthony Joshua when he was fighting Klitschko. I swear to God, on my phone, me and my lady.
You younger than me. You can do that.
Straight up, I had the DAZN app. I ain't even gonna lie. $9.99.
Wait till your eyes fail you. My eyes like
my shit fucked up now, Mitzi. I ain't gonna flex. Shit, I need glasses.
Nigga, I be scared to drive at night sometimes. The sidewalk and in the street be looking like water.
Oh no, I can see the street. I just can't see little words and shit.
Yeah, what they call it when you guys start doing the reading glasses and shit. That's where I'm at with it now.
Yeah, me too.
I don't care what that make. Just give me the fight. I feel you. Excuse me. I feel you. But at the same time, he deserved it, dog. That's all I was saying. You're not doing him right. And I still, DJ, you know this for a fact, I still was a pay-per-view buying ass. And I didn't like none of that shit. I don't like when they do none of the fighters wrong. Pay them fighters. They putting a lot into getting in that ring. That's all fighters. But here we are. Earl got a fight next week, and they still can't come up with nothing better than $1.5 million. Are you fucking serious?
You just a hater, Missy. I'm sorry.
I'm hating, and I'm advocating right now.
But you a Spence hater.
I'm advocating for right now,
and I'm not.
I'm advocating for Earl Spence right now, and that's hating.
I'm not gonna let you do that.
I'm advocating for him.
You're not.
Why am I not? Explain to me how I'm not advocating that he should be paid more than some goddamn $1.5 million.
Because after this fight, he will.
And you know that because what?
Because he's gonna whoop Yuga's ass.
And that means what?
That means more ratings.
They won't even pay.
In the fashion that he's gonna do it is gonna make the fucking internet fucking blow up. You know what I'm saying?
They won't even pay Terrence Crawford.
The fucking internet is gonna blow up when he does it. You know, it's gonna fucking blow up.
Y'all believe that? This fight and Earl fight is bigger than the Terrence Crawford and Earl fight. You really believe that?
Right now it is because fucking Yugas wasn't no fucking coward.
Y'all had to pay.
I said it. All you fucking Terrence Crawford fans, Yugas wasn't no coward. He took the fuck he wanted. It was about legacy. He put a Devin Haney on fucking Terrence Crawford ass. He wanted the legacy. He didn't want the money.
What did Devin Haney pull?
He took a low ball to get what the fuck he wanted in his fantasy.
He made a sacrifice. But what are you talking about? You saying it like a boss move?
It is a boss move.
It's not a boss move. It's a sacrifice.
To get what you want and show motherfuckers.
It's
you got dog in you, and that's what the fuck you want. It ain't about money. It's about I know I can whoop your ass.
Keep it in perspective.
I know I can whoop your ass, so I want this shit.
Which I commend Devin Haney for.
I'm rich. I'm rich already. I don't need no money. I'm finna whoop your ass though.
But that's not a boss move, dog. That's not a boss move.
Yeah, Terrence Crawford could have did that. What about that? Speak on that, Ms. T. Terrence Crawford could have did what Devin Haney did, but why he didn't? Answer that question.
I'm about to answer that question, Ms. T. If you let me answer it, back up off me.
Devin Haney took less to get what the fuck he wanted to achieve. Why fucking Terrence Crawford can do the same fucking thing?
Terrence Crawford make boss moves.
Nobody want to hear that shit. What Devin Haney did was a fucking boss move. He get
guaranteed paid more than any other welterweight.
What Devin Haney did was a boss move.
Devin Haney, y'all listen.
He took whatever to make the fucking fight happen.
Not a
and
boss
he's going move. For his dream.
That's
what Terrence Crawford do? Make excuses and shit.
Boss move.
It is.
That is
because Devin Haney is gonna get what the fuck he want. He's gonna beat. He's gonna whoop Kambosa's ass twice.
And Devin
then he gonna beat Lomachenko ass. And he gonna do what the fuck he said. And he gonna be one of the greatest. I'll tell y'all.
Devin Haney is owned, apparently.
And Terrence Crawford could have did the same shit,
and
but he
Devin
didn't.
Haney is owned. Now, don't tell me it's a boss move when he's
Devin Haney Production. He got his own company. He's not owned by no one. He makes deals. He's not. He made a 3-fight deal with Bob Arum.
And who is his now promoter?
But what is he going for?
I didn't ask that.
It's not his promoter. It's part of his promotion company. Devin Haney has his own promotion company, so he can't just sign to no one.
Promotion company.
It's a deal.
It's not nothing to do with the price of tea in China. Bob owns all that.
And that's not the point, Miss T. The point is, this nigga took less to get what the fuck he wanted.
And I commend him.
Instead of dodging and worried about some fucking money. It's about legacy.
That's called a sacrifice. Legacy. He did not dodge Errol Spence.
He had a chance to take the fight before Yugas did, and he didn't do it.
Because Errol Spence.
Because he wanted more money.
Went out of their way.
Devin Haney took 2080. Like, come on, man.
Stanionis. I don't know how y'all perspective get like this. Errol Spence paid Stanionis.
Somebody.
Bud was free. Bud was free.
Can some of y'all Bud fans explain this?
We explain.
Devin Haney took 2080 in a 3-fight deal.
It's called a sacrifice.
Prove his legacy. And what is Bud worried about? Bud worried about money?
Bud is a boss.
Really? He a boss that's worried about money, but he's supposed to already be set and rich.
I just showed you who he signed with. You gonna see. You don't want to see. I just showed y'all who Bud signed with. Now, when PBC fighters got to come to Fox, aka Bally Sports, aka
I'm looking for a Bud fan to answer me in the chat.
Y'all gonna say then nothing.
Bud fan in the chat, answer me.
You gotta come kiss the ring.
Devin Haney just took an 80-20 deal in a 3-fight.
Sacrifice. I give him that. I ain't doubting that. He made a sacrifice.
Y'all want to see the fight so bad. What was wrong with Crawford doing the same thing? And this nigga 23. Okay. What's wrong with Crawford doing the same shit?
Crawford has more accomplishments than anybody you could talk about that he can
fight. Yeah. So that means he's straight, right?
So he betted on.
So he good, right? He's straight financially, right?
Yeah, he's straight. And
so what's the problem then?
He betted on himself.
If it's about legacy, is it about money? Is it about money or legacy?
He's still an active fighter. It's about both because that nigga got accomplishments.
Man,
you can say that shit to
you can't tell me nothing after what Devin Haney just did. I'm sorry.
Dog, he made a sacrifice.
Sorry.
What boss?
Devin Haney did what niggas supposed to been did years ago. Straight up. On both ends. I ain't even blaming one person.
Talk to that.
on both ends. Devin Haney did what all these fighters supposed to been doing for the last 5-6 years. Period.
I was
not worried about no fucking money. Let's fight.
Sure Mike was working DJ.
It's called boxing. Let's fight.
Is that called a boss move or a sacrifice, DJ? Which one
boss move. That mean he ain't scared of shit.
That's not a boss move.
He's not scared of nothing.
Bosses, come on. Y'all definition of boss.
This nigga all at the feet. Feeling for Earl and can't even make the fight.
It's two different things.
60-40. He couldn't even make 60-40. Devin making 80-20.
If Errol Spence want to fight on PBC for Fox News, Fox Sports, aka Bally Sports, he got to come kiss Terrence Crawford ring. That's boss move. That's boss move. Errol Spence don't got a network. That's boss. Crawford do. That's boss. That's boss move. But hey, I ain't mad at Errol. Errol wanted to side with him. That's his business choice. I don't agree with PBC lowballing. I don't agree with them lowballing him.
Miss T, what his fans at now? Goddamn it, where they at?
I don't know where they at. Why
somebody better post in the chat.
Post in the chat.
Why? Somebody in the chat answer me. Are you Crawford fan? Why ain't Crawford do what the hell Devin Haney did?
Because it's not
to achieve his legacy. If he feels so confident about himself about what he can do,
it's not a boss move. Can somebody?
Why is he worried about some money?
Can somebody make the distinction? Did Devin
Haney took 80-20?
Did Devin Haney make a boss move,
another man,
or did he make a sacrifice? And I like Devin, but let's keep it a buck. Did he make a boss move, or did he make a sacrifice? Which we tell fighters you should make sacrifices.
The Crawford fans real quiet.
Devin Haney is owned by Bob Arum now for the next 3 fights. How is that a boss move? The same guy y'all ridiculed Crawford about being with Bob Arum. Devin Haney is now in the same predicament for 3 fights. How is that a boss move?
Because he going for what the fuck he know out of his heart. He don't give a fuck about no money. He know what he can do. I know what he can do.
We know he gonna beat that boy.
And Lomachenko. So what's the issue?
You gotta listen to Fred on this one. After they do the rematch, and then they got him for the 3rd fight, where is he gonna get the money?
Who?
Devin Haney to fight.
Hey, come on, man. Y'all stop playing, man.
I'm asking, where's he
going? What you mean?
Who is putting up the money for his 3rd fight?
When he win, he gonna have the money himself. Like that's self-explanatory. He gonna have all the belts.
So Devin Haney is on record.
He gonna have all the belts. Then he gonna have all the belts again
You're not answering the question.
What? What's the question?
On record that Devin Haney puts up money for his own fights. Yes.
Yes.
He never.
Man, come on now.
Come on now, Eddie Hearn. He never. I gotta cut you, man. I gotta cut you, ATL.
Hell no. Eddie Hearn, hell no.
Eddie Hearn.
Devin Haney got his own money, bro.
Eddie Hearn would tell you in a minute I pay for this shit. Eddie Hearn put up.
It's a couple of fights that he did with Eddie Hearn, but the fights on his own, he get all his motherfucking money.
I'm not saying he don't get paid for.
Look at his numbers.
Devin Haney is one of the few fighters that have comported himself well in business, period.
Look up Devin Haney numbers.
Dude, I don't care. Eddie Hearn put up the money.
No. You're wrong.
Okay. Now, you got to show me what Devin Haney put up with money for his fights. You got to show me.
Devin Haney been had his own production.
I didn't say that. I said Eddie Hearn puts up his money.
No. He puts part of it because they have a partnership.
Okay, we'll see.
Oh, well, they did. I can't say now.
Now, who gonna put up his money going forward for the next 2 fights? Oh,
I got plenty of money. When he win these belts, he gonna have way more money than that.
Oh,
you gotta think about that.
He's getting $2.5 million for the fight, and
once he be unified,
and Cambosa's getting 10. And they got to run it back in Australia.
It doesn't matter, but still, he's gonna be the champ. And then after that.
Cambosa's getting the money.
It's cool.
And then the 3rd fight, when he has solidified himself, maybe he goes up to 140, or maybe he do a title defense at 135.
No, he got to fight Camboso twice, and then
I just say that the 3rd fight. So who puts up the money then? Bob.
For who?
Bob is paying for his 3rd fight.
Paying for who 3rd fight?
Devin Haney's.
For what? What? It don't make no sense.
Because he signed that contract.
Okay, you signed the contract. Devin Haney wins the belts. Mm-hmm. You got to get this man more money if he's undisputed.
Do shit.
Okay, you have to.
Do shit.
Even though you have a deal.
Let's look at Bob. When do Bob got to do shit? Bob has never got to do shit, and Bob never does do shit. Bob is gonna be Bob, whether y'all like it.
But you know the deal is already set up for Devin to lose, but it's not gonna happen like that. So she's gonna turn around. I'll tell you what.
In my opinion, Devin gonna be.
Watch what I tell you.
And Devin's gonna win the rematch. And Devin is getting 2.5 this 1st fight, and Cambosa's getting 10. Something he didn't even get when he fought Tio.
So what?
So business wise, Cambosa's came out on top. And
Doesn't matter.
Bob owns Devin for the next 3 fights.
I'm $2.5 million richer, and I have all the belts.
That's fine.
So what?
Won't y'all say that about Crawford? He's 5 points.
I got confidence in myself.
He 5 point or he 4 point.
I'm a whoop Lomachenko ass when he come back from the war.
And Bob still got to pay.
And then I'm on my own, and I'm undisputed on my own.
Yeah, he's gonna fight Lomachenko if
he's 23, Miss T.
Listen. I do agree with that. He's young enough to come back strong, but he's gonna fight Lomachenko if Lomachenko the same could come back from this war. Lomachenko ain't never fought on pay-per-view. Bob is not paying no big time money for that fight.
Well, he just gonna get his fight.
Y'all gotta listen to Fred on this one. You have set yourself back by taking that. You have set the mark. Like, for instance, I live in this neighborhood. The house is built just like mine, can sell for like over $100,000 from what it was originally sold for. I come back and I say, you know what? All the houses in here selling for over $100,000 in my neighborhood. I come and say, you know what? I'm only gonna charge you what I owe. You know, that which is way less than $100,000. I have now redirected and reset the market. Everybody in this neighborhood would be trying to kill me. That's what kind of Devin did by accepting that deal. He sacrificed. No. So I give him all of that. He did. Now that puts him as it tells. I give him that. Yeah. But he can't make no boss move. Y'all be calling people bosses when y'all shouldn't be calling them bosses.
Man, look, win or lose, he gonna make some money. I don't give a fuck.
He ain't gonna make the money he could have been.
It is what it is. Like, he'd be if he lose, he make more money than these fucking running ass boxers out here today.
He's comported himself well. Yes,
straight up.
He's comported himself well with his deal with the zone and everything. And Eddie hope he can get him back. Bob ain't gonna pay him.
But he ain't finna lose to nobody though. Sorry.
That's cool. Now maybe after he finished and done with Bob, then he'll move up. And you know, Bob ain't gonna let him escape free. You know, when he go to 140, if he know Devin ain't trying to do business with him, Bob gonna put him in there with a killer.
Bob ain't got no
you may be leaving, but you ain't leaving with these
Bob
belts.
Losing money. Bob ain't nobody give a fuck about Bob. Bob losing money right now. Ain't nobody playing a Tyson Fury fight. Nobody give a damn about Tyson Fury fight.
I wanted to say something about that too, right quick. Dillian White, you know, he ain't been promoting that motherfucking fight. Don't nobody care about that fight. Not here in the States anyway. And we know that mess was going to play like that. I ain't mad at Taco Meat. I ain't mad at Dillian White for that.
Ain't nobody ever care about them two fighting. Nobody give a damn.
Yeah, them cheaters have it. But Ricky Hatton, you know, you can tell when people, when folks get in their feelings. Look at Ricky Hatton trying to weigh in on it. Talking about, you know, what did he say? I'm gonna just say, sit your ass down, Ricky Hatton. You ain't got nothing to say. You know, like Ricky Hatton come off to me. My spidey senses, I can't prove this, but I feel like there's some racism in that dude, some kind of way. Not like in the like racist person, but more like a superiority complex. Yeah, you got one of them, how mighty white of me, like I'm a superior to you. But Dillian White was like, fuck y'all ain't do what y'all supposed to do. They kind of cheated him on how he's supposed to got his deal, and they lowballed him and all that. Bob and all of them. And guess what? They gonna always keep lowballing black fighters and all that. And when black fighters gonna get it, they get it. So I give Devin Haney, going back to him, that he sacrificed. That's what he did. He sacrificed.
Yeah, he said, "Fuck that! I want all this shit."
He ain't no boss though. He ain't, don't conflate it with boss shit. Let me see. Let me see what DJ said. Fans just got just go with the narratives that's suit them. I think I read that. And then he said Bud had an opportunity to sign the PBC. Yeah, and he made more money. Earl deserved $10 million, and I don't care what that make. Just give me the fight. Okay, DJ, I feel you. That's all I'm saying, y'all. We can't let these narratives creep up. It's harder for the fighter in the long run. Devin Haney is young enough to go through this and revamp himself and build himself back up. He's already rich. He already got money. He already know the game plan. He know the business better than most people his age. He wants his legacy, and I commend him for it. He made a sacrifice. He made a big sacrifice at a lot of risk to him. I commend him for that. I give him much praise for that. But I will not say he made a boss move. That's all I'm saying. You're beholden to Bob for 3 fights, and you got to set yourself back. You did not make a boss move. When I'm looking at Errol Spence and how low they pay him, that's not right, y'all. That's not right. And even with PBC doing it to Earl and everybody else, I still paid for that shit. But when they shitted on Bud, and I was honest with y'all for that, when they shitted on Bud and showed that they had no intentions in the past, present, or future, I was done with the PBC. I'm not playing their games. And for real, you should be paying your boy Earl. The fuck you coming at him with a 1.5? Are you fucking serious? For three belts, that what you got?
I think them numbers off.
That shit is ridiculous to me. But hey,
I'm gonna have to look that up myself. You know what I'm saying?
That's PBC. Yeah, look it up.
You know what I'm saying?
Look it up. Like I be sitting here every day on some. Let me hit you with the sound effects. Let me hit y'all with the sound effects. I be sitting here taking notes. Getting all the notes. I be looking at it. You know, we got to be careful of how we couch things, because this is how the controversies get into play, and everybody be at each other's neck and all that. Because we're going to say Devin made a boss move, and we don't know how this shit going to play out after that third fight. We don't know what's going to happen to his career, you know. But it's like the bigger you make him, the harder they going to fall. And you don't have to do that. He made a sacrifice, y'all. Look at it for what it is. He made a great sacrifice. A lot of niggas in his position wouldn't. It's not a boss move.
I'm looking at that shit. That shit said $5 million, including. That should say $5 million, including pay-per-view sales.
Talk about the guarantee, dog, because that's what I keep talking.
$5 million, including pay-per-view sales.
I saw 1.5. So
50% pay-per-view shares.
D Young is back. What you see? What you got on it, D Young?
What's going on, Miss
You see that?
Is what?
Whoa, the pay-per-view splits.
I was talking about the fact that Errol Spence with PBC deserved 10 million plus when he fights, but they don't even want to get that nigga that shit. They guarantee, from what I've seen recently,
Yuga's getting 2.5.
1.5 million.
No, Yuga's getting 2.5.
What you say, D?
They saying Spence deserves 10 mil to fight Crawford.
I say that no. I say that in general, Errol Spence is the big fish, right? He's doing the heavy lifting. He's the cash cow at PBC. He's their pay-per-view star. So they say, why are you paying this man $10 million? Even though Errol Spence is not a pay-per-view star to me, because I looked
this hater. She's a hater, bro.
Hater. I've showed you why. I'm going by documentation.
He finna get 5 million plus pay-per-view buys. Come on.
If y'all go and Google who's
Yuga's getting 2.5.
Listen, if you go Google, don't take.
I just looked it up.
Don't take Miss T word for it. Go Google top pay-per-view numbers of all time. Errol Spence is nowhere to be found. Google 2021 top 5.
Errol Spence versus Yuga.
It's not.
Errol Spence gonna get 5 million plus pay-per-view buys. Okay. Yuga's getting 2.5.
D Young, you hear this?
Oh yeah, I hear it all, Miss T.
Like ATL is on something tonight, but that's my
Google it. Errol Spence getting 5 million plus pay-per-views. Yuga's getting 2.5.
What source was that? One of your channels you watch?
Google it.
That what you was getting that info from?
Google it.
But what's the guarantee though, ATL?
We guarantee Yuga's ass whoop. You want to put a bet on it? If you put a bet on it,
what's that guarantee?
5 million.
No, that's the payout. What's the guarantee?
5 million plus pay-per-view.
That's the payout. I'm saying, what is he guaranteed?
5 million plus pay-per-view.
He ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, got that easy. Got that 1.5. He got that 1.5 guarantee.
He said, "What's the guarantee?"
Yuga's getting 2.5. Earl getting 5.
Okay.
Both of them splitting pay-per-view.
All you gotta do is Google it once, y'all, and look what I found.
Let me see them low ass guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say to that, ATL? Well, that's Peterson, but guaranteed. Hold on, let me see. Let me go back. I'm sorry.
Hey.
But that's what he normally gets. Let me see. Guaranteed pays for Danish with us purse payout. There you go.
Yeah.
Earl Spence Jr. Danish with this. God damn, this fucking shit little. I can't. Hold on. Y'all tell me if y'all see it before I do. Uh-oh.
You see it. There you go. There you go.
Total payout.
$5 million, including
guarantee. Do we keep saying guarantee? How many times we gotta keep saying guarantee?
Total payout.
Do we just say guarantee?
What did it say down there though?
The total payout is $5 million. What did we say guarantee was?
Including.
What is guarantee? Dude, you seeing this for your own eyes.
Including pay-per-view buys.
50% pay-per-view share. So that means
exactly. So he's getting $5 million plus half the pay-per-view.
But because of pay-per-view, but
scroll down. What is you is getting? Scroll down. What is you?
No, nigga, you acknowledge that that's 1.5 on that screen.
Scroll down. What is you is getting?
I'm not scrolling till you acknowledge that you see 1.5 guaranteed purse.
Total payout.
Nigga, if you don't read guaranteed purse,
I see guaranteed purse, but I see total
what
payout.
Say? What that number say?
Okay, now scroll down to Yuga's total payout.
I want to hear your mouth say it. Come on now, guaranteed purse. What is that number?
1.5.
Thank you. That's all we were saying. That's all you be man. Y'all be avoiding. Now I'm gonna scroll down and see if Ugas. Look at what Ugas.
1 million.
Thank you.
Shit. What is the total
guaranteed?
1 million guaranteed. That's that you can take to the bank.
What is the total payout though for both of them?
You cannot take today. You cannot take pay-per-view share to the bank.
So what was Spencer's again?
His was they
50. Both of them was 50.
No, what was his purse?
Guarantee is 1.5. When have Crawford ever made that? Come on,
what you mean? Pull his shit up.
Crawford, you know goddamn well.
Pull his shit up. Man, come on, I know y'all ain't talking about who made the most money. Who made the most money from hitting now? Add that shit up. Who made the most money from hitting now? Add that shit up in the welterweight division.
If you look up,
he just made 6. He just made 6 quarters.
He made
add that shit up, bro.
He made guaranteed.
Who made more in the welterweight division between Errol Spence and Crawford? Add that shit up.
I showed. Listen, go do y'all can do this too in the chat. Google Errol Spence Network and Google Terrence Crawford Network. They're gonna both say $8 million.
Right.
Whether that's true or not, I don't think that's true. I think both of them brothers are worth more than that. But that's what they say. I can only go by what they say, what they want to be reported. But you see right here, Ugas, who has 1 belt and never been a pay-per-view, nothing, is getting 50%. And Earl is getting 50%. Earl has recently come out and said, I was joking about the numbers. And y'all can't even say he retracted his numbers. And y'all can't give it up that he don't make that much in guaranteed purse. I can guarantee, if I can guarantee 1.5 million, I can take that to the bank. I know come hell or high water, I'm bringing home 1.5 million. Whatever that pay-per-view share is, whatever's going to happen that night. I can't guarantee shit, but they projecting, they're speculating, they hope, which is an educated guess, that he will make the pay-per-view enough to bring home 5 million. But bring that home guaranteed.
But
and you know it is after a certain number he hit when he started getting his percentages.
DJ, you see this bullshit, DJ?
I ain't, DJ, I mean, I ain't with the looking at niggas' numbers and shit like that.
But
after a certain point,
that nigga lying to my, he ain't looking at numbers and shit.
I ain't in the numbers, bro.
You know, a lot of people try not to. Y'all make it impossible Talking about Spence fans, y'all make it
I
impossible.
don't hear that shit.
Because that's the argument.
Y'all ain't finna jump on me.
Fanagering and promoting.
What y'all talking about?
Guaranteed purse.
True Spence fan over here.
Guaranteed
not finna
purse.
jump me on them motherfuckers.
1.5.
I see y'all motherfucking April 16th and see what the fuck y'all gotta say then.
Listen.
When Spence come Crawford ass out.
Earl Spence is going to beat Ugas in my opinion, but look what he getting paid, guaranteed.
This shit just heating up. Y'all think this shit just the beginning? Everybody who looking at this shit, this is only the beginning. This shit gonna heat up. It's gonna be summertime. This shit gonna heat up on this channel, bro. Y'all better tune in because I'm gonna be on Miss T ass. I'm gonna be on D ass.
I'm gonna be on your
all goddamn summer.
Oh man!
Get up all
like I say, bro, we waiting on April 16th.
I'm gonna be on that motherfucking.
I'm not saying nothing until after April 16th. April 16th, we're gonna get all our answers.
We go exploit the hell out of this shit.
I'm gonna be on y'all head trying to
be on y'all, boy. Y'all gonna be like, all right, enough already. You know what? I ain't gonna be like that. I'm gonna show y'all I can comport myself well. I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna let y'all talk, but y'all gonna have to
Yeah.
All I'm gonna ask is a simple question like, what happened?
Nah.
That's it.
I'm gonna ask you the same shit.
That's it. That's what I'm gonna be like. What happened?
What happened?
How did it happen and why did it happen?
I'm gonna ask you the same shit. I'm gonna say, what happened? Don't be all quiet and shit. Don't get quiet. I'm gonna call y'all ass out.
Don't come in here beating your chest on April 17th or Monday for me.
Oh, you already know I am.
Don't, but because I never said Earl gonna lose. I got Earl winning.
I don't damn.
I want him to win.
I'm still gonna come in talking shit. I don't give a damn, nigga.
So we can see this. So we can see this.
But y'all see, 50-50.
I'm gonna be looking for my cash apps. I'm gonna be looking for what's his name? D-Town. D-Town, if you out there, like I told you, I want to hear from you.
Y'all know what the fight is in the chat. The bet between ATL, D-Town, me, and Birdman. I'm betting that it's going to go to a unanimous decision. I still got Earl winning regardless. I bet that he is not going to knock out Ugas. That's what I bet. ATL thinks he will. Whether somebody stop it in the corner or the ref call it or something, I see it going to the decision. And I'm going to tell you the minute, ATL, that fight is over. And if I win, I need, whenever. I'm gonna be a little flexible. I'll give you to the weekend.
I got you, Sean. I'm gonna send it right to you through Cash App.
I'm gonna send it to Cash App immediately.
Nah, Cash App Shouter. You know what I'm
saying? And look, and for the record,
I know you gonna do a fight breakdown?
Yeah, I told her we could do that shit. I'm about to fight.
Well, after the fight, like on that Monday, we can break it down because I got my Sunday show, y'all. But we can break it down. I'm gonna let y'all break it down. I ain't,
I'm my show then. I'm throwing a party for the fight anyway. So
he throwing a party. Like I'm not buying this shit. But
I'm buying it.
But I'm gonna tell you, see, to show you how fair I am, PBC done a good job with that card. That card is fire.
It's a nice card.
The free part and the pay-per-view. That shit is fire.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice little card.
You ain't really wasting your money with that. I'm just not fucking with you because y'all can thank your boy Tim Smith. I'm done. When I draw my line in the sand, I'm done. I draw my line in the sand.
I'm just saying though, look, we can put that shit together, right? Like I can have it playing in the background, and you can be on your motherfucking channel. I don't be talking this shit. My shit be short as hell.
But you have to be careful, ATL, because once you broadcast it, that's the FCC rules.
I ain't showing nothing though.
I know how some people do it, but some people get caught up. You just gotta make sure you know what you're doing. I wouldn't want you to try to put yourself out there unless you know all the terms and all that stuff. How to do
so you can't even listen to it and commentate?
I don't know, man. You cannot broadcast off of somebody when you don't own that shit. You just can't. You see when I be playing a little video, how they be charging me up. They be blocking my video. I've had them remove a video or two because I play a piece of a song.
Damn.
Like, how the fuck I ain't buy that song? So it's tricky. Some people do it and get away with it. I think on Fred or Kyle's show, they say if you go to somebody's show on, I don't know if it's L-Dub or somebody on Instagram, that they actually play the whole thing, and you can see it from there. Now I don't know how that person get around it, but I forgot who they said. DJ, help me out. Who was that person? If you go on Instagram and you friends with them, you'll see the fight. Somebody, you can do it that way too. But I don't know. I really don't know. I won't get the chance because I don't got time for the FCC to be blowing smoke up my ass. Facebook get on my nerve as it is. There's times, y'all, that I be on here and I take Facebook off my joint just so I can get the show rolling, and then I bring them back. Because Facebook be putting me in for copyright. Then they come back and be like, oh, we made a mistake. YouTube has never put me in for copyright. I mean, again, how you going to stop me from playing the song I bought? I don't know how they figure that shit out, but they'll do it, man. So I just will tell you, just be careful, dog. If you're going to do it, no harm, no foul, but just be careful. Unless you know everything, how to do that shit. Because
I just be seeing more people just be listening. It ain't like I'm not gonna show the fight. You know what?
Well, some people that seem like they know how to do it.
They're just gonna be like commentating type shit.
Yeah, like, they commentate, but they turn the fight down.
They
stand it with their own voice. You can't knock nobody for doing that. They're not showing the fight. They hear the fight, and then you hear that person talking. But like I'm gonna want to see the bitch, and I can't small device it. My
hell no, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't showing the shit. Hell no, I know how that go.
Yeah, I see people turning the volume down. Damn, D, yo, you in and out. I'm looking for the boys too. I'm seeing if my boys on too. Because let me see, they're not on yet. Let me see. They ain't on yet. I'm waiting. I'm trying to see. But anywho, y'all, we've been on this bitch 3 hours. It was a good show, ATL. And thank y'all for coming in and looking in the chat. I mean, ATL is straight up dude. I think all of y'all are straight up dudes and ladies. And don't forget to hit the like and share and comment on the replay. Let me know how y'all think I'm doing or whatever. But I just show you. I'm to the point now. I feel compelled to debunk narratives and potential bullshit that may come out, only because I really did not like how this whole thing played out with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. I've never seen that. I don't understand that if I like a fighter more than the next fighter, that I gotta hate another fighter, and I don't feel that way. I don't hate Errol Spence, and I don't know why people will say that. And just because I'm critical of him, I could be critical of Terrence and Wilder and whoever else I like. I would let y'all know in no uncertain terms who I'm critical of. But I don't believe that giving people flowers before that time, that's putting the cart before the horse. I think you make people's life harder. Because I'm going to tell you, it's easier going up to glory. It's harder to sustain glory. And that's in anything in life. Anything in life. I don't care who you are. If you become a PhD and you become a teacher or whatever you do with your PhD, don't you know that you have to be a published author all the time? You have to write peer-reviewed books and credentials. You always have to work as if you're still in school. It don't stop there, or they can revoke your shit. They can pull it back, make you irrelevant. Nope. If you become a doctor, you still have to go to classes. You still have to be board certified and take them tests all the time. You don't just make it somewhere and be like, whew, I can rest. I made it. I'm done. That's everywhere in life. So it's harder to sustain. So why say somebody is a boss when they're not quite there yet? Because there's gonna be somebody to be like, nah, not quite, and give you a hard time, and the pressure is on unnecessarily. Devin Haney has comported himself better than any other person his age. When you talk about, if you want to say, making certain little boss moves or comporting himself business-wise, yes, he has. He has made his money. He bet on himself. He did good for himself. But he has recently felt like he had to make a sacrifice for a good cause. Because we always say, if you're not in it for the belts, what the fuck are you here for? I like the fact that he here for the smoke. He made a sacrifice, y'all. He didn't make a boss move, but he's young enough to get a reprieve. He's young enough to turn that shit around as years come. He ain't even 25, y'all. He's young enough to turn it around. If he was in his 30s, it would have been bad. But Bob got him. Bob owned him now. Devin don't own himself. For 3 fights at least. Ain't nobody leaves Bob unscathed. All you gotta do is look at history. So that's all I got to say. ATL, you got anything extra you want to say?
Nah, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the love, man. I'll check back in with y'all tomorrow.
Exactamundo. I want to thank DJ Renee Sorters. Hey, let me go down to this. Sir Bo for coming up. Maceo for showing up. L-Dub, as always, my brother, you are like the GOAT to me. Man, I don't even know how you do it. I'd be scared to ask you how you know the shit you know. Jay Gibson, D Young, PGA's big dog, as always, one of my day ones. ATL, one of my day ones. I miss Demetrius Bright. Where you at, bro? I don't know if you listening in the background. Birdman, we miss you over here. I don't know if you listening in the background. Everybody who's listening in the background, want y'all do me a solid. Just hit the like button. What is going to hurt? And then, matter of fact, everybody, y'all go on anybody's channels, whether you agree with them or don't agree with them, show black love and hit the subscribe button.
Right up.
You ain't got to agree with them. You ain't even got to like them. Just show the love. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. Miss T, the man own his shit, but he signed a 3-fight deal. Bob don't own shit, Queen. Yeah, he do. He owned Devin for motor-wise. I ain't say Devin gave up controlling interest of his promotional company. That's not what I'm saying. When it comes to promoting his next 3 fights, that's Bob. He gave up a lot, and I get it. I commend him for his sacrifice, but that's not a boss move. That's all I was saying. He still got his promotional company. Man Down still has his promotional company, but you will never, ever in your life talk to me about being a boss when you're spending somebody's money. You just ain't gonna do it. And you can say it, I'm just not listening because I don't believe that. But anyway, I ain't gonna beat a dead horse. Anyway, thank y'all for coming. Remember, when y'all know better, we do better. Thank y'all for being patient with me too in the beginning when I was talking about politics, because it's important that y'all should know. Do go out and vote. People lay their lives down on the line for you before you was a twinkle in your daddy eye. And so let's not disappoint. Don't just put Mickey Mouse. Pick something you like. Talk about what you like, what you want, more than what you hate. That's emotional voting. Thought y'all man wasn't emotional. Prove me wrong. Pick what you like. Anyway, I'm not telling you who to pick. I'm going to pick who I pick. Do your part. I'm going to do my part. And may everything come out in the wash. Good or bad. Anyway, when you know better, you do better. Peace. Peace, ATL. And I love you, brother.
Peace out, Queen.
You know I love you.
I already know I love you too, sweet.
All right. Bye-bye.